Red Devil football is live for the 2018 season on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Catch every regular season and postseason contest right here at your home for Red Devil sports. With the opening kickoff quickly approaching, let's head to the booth for pregame coverage. Welcome to the season opening Red Devil pregame show, where tonight the Red Devils take on the Rawlins Outlaws here at K-Fackrell Stadium. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. We'll lead you up to that kickoff with some great pregame coverage. You're listening to Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Kickoff is quickly approaching, scheduled for 7 p.m. here at K-Fackrell Stadium. Up next, we will set the scene in tonight's matchup. This the home opener of the 2018 campaign for both Rawlins and Evanston. This is Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Welcome to K-Fackrell Stadium for the first time in this 2018 season, and I'm Jake Hibbard joining you for this ride of 3A year number 2 for the Evanston Red Devils. This year, what do we see out of Evanston? What is in store in 2018? You don't get much more ups and downs than you did in 2017, right down to that 4-4 record for the Red Devils. They defeated number 2 Green River one week, and then lose to Worland the following week 14-0 and lose out on a chance on a playoff berth. Evanston returned a lot of talent at the skill positions and some experience in the trenches. But here's a great test week 1. A Rawlins team that defeated them last year with a different sort of look in a 23-20 comeback victory. This year, Rawlins comes back not with the air it out sort of attack that they had, the balanced spread. No, they're running a double wing, and they will be running it from side to side. Misdirection is the key, and in Evanston's case, defense and stopping those three downs, probably a lot of 4-down plays against Rawlins is going to be key tonight. Tyus Cornea, the returning rusher for the Red Devils, rushed for over 700 yards a season ago, including 9 touchdowns. Seth Lloyd, a third-year quarterback, he was 44 of 94 on completions, 2 attempts last year, and had 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Cody Smith, your top returning receiver, just 8 catches on 167 yards and a pair of touchdowns, but those were some very big touchdowns that he had last year, and they came later as the season was gaining momentum for Evanston, and expect him to be an impact player as well this year. Pablo Escalante coming back as a fullback, and guys on the line like Brendan Thompson, Bridger Barker, Ethan Moore, a full-time starter from a year ago, guys that you've heard of, guys that you know a little bit, but how do they work as a senior crew? Defensively, Evanston will have to be disciplined tonight, and that will be the key for the game, including in the outside linebacking position of Riley Griggs, who was the hero of that Green River contest with the pick 6 to seal the win over number 2 Green River. One big loss for the Red Devils as they come into the season is Reed Gross, a 5'6" safety and receiver. He's had shoulder issues throughout his career, and they flared up once again, and it looks like he may be gone for the year. That takes a big hole out of the Evanston secondary and offensively as well, but there's plenty of talent to fill in, and head coach Pat Fackrell hopes his Red Devils can do just that. Other games happening in 3A today, 3A against 3A or 3A against someone else. Riverton at number 1 Cody, 7 p.m. Cody on a 3-game winning streak after Riverton won the previous 6. Blackfoot, Idaho is being hosted by number 2 Star Valley. That game also kicking off at 7 p.m. Lander is at number 4 Green River. That game at 7 p.m. Powell at Warland and Rawlins at Evanston. The other two 7 p.m. 3A on 3A action. Interclass games, Jackson is at Montpelier, Idaho. And that game takes place at 7 p.m. Number 3, Torrington is at number 2 in 2A, Glen Rock at 7 p.m. And number 5, Douglas is at number 3, 2A, Buffalo. Buffalo moving back down to 2A after spending last season at the 3A level. Those teams have split the last 4 games with the home team winning each time. Evanston lost the last game they played against Rawlins. Going back several years, Rawlins and Evanston have a pretty significant split on the year going back to, I think, the previous 16 contests, although there's not a whole lot of recent history between the two teams. Evanston last state champs in 2007 at the 4A level. Rawlins last state champs in 2000 at the 3A level with a 39-14 win over Powell. We are about 35 minutes away from the 2018 season kicking off here at K. Fackrell Stadium on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Forming a relationship with Trona Valley at an early age is a wise choice. We believe that learning money management skills at a young age can help set a better foundation for establishing good financial habits. Money management skills are important for financial success, whether saving or borrowing. Trona Valley offers youth loans to members under the age of 18. Our loan options are perfect for kids. They can learn the basics of borrowing, which includes interest, terms, and payments. If there are any questions along the way, we can help. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
You're invited to browse through the store at Kazine's Ace Hardware in Evanston. You'll find vacuums and cleaning supplies, everything you need for your next painting project. A full line of electrical products, bolts, screws, hand tools, power tools, bathroom fixtures, and plumbing supplies. Plus everything else you need to take care of your lawn and garden, from lawnmowers to fertilizer. Once you finish all your projects, you can sit down on the comfortable patio furniture and barbecue on your new Weber or Traeger grill that you could also find at Kazine's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Kazine's Ace Hardware on Front Street in Evanston.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
Welcome back to pregame coverage live here at K. Fackrell Stadium. On this Labor Day weekend, Evanston's football team is not the only team in competition at home with a big event going on. The Utah vs. Wyoming Border War Tournament at Evanston High School Red Devil Gymnasium has been going on all day long and will continue tomorrow, Saturday, September 1st, starting at 8 a.m. and concluding somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 to 8 p.m. Admission to this event is free, and 14 teams, including the Evanston Red Devils from across Wyoming and Utah, will be competing. When we come back, we will catch up with head coach of the Lady Red Devils, Tara Lawler, and talk about this tournament in more detail. This is Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
I'm with Evanston volleyball coach Tara Lawler in the middle of the Utah-Wyoming border war, the first ever. This is a brand new tournament, and day one was from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., and then we're back here tomorrow, 8 a.m. to probably about 7, 8, maybe even 9 p.m., depending on how games go. But 7 teams from Utah, 7 teams from Wyoming, just all playing each other, and there's no championship game. There's just a championship state. Either Utah or Wyoming will take it. It's a new thing for Evanston to have a volleyball tournament. It's a new sort of format. We're not necessarily used to it. It's just a round robin. What are your feelings coming into this tournament and the year plus of time that's gone into planning it?
We are just very grateful for all of those that have had participation in the many months of planning and trying to figure this out with hotels, lodging, and restaurants, planning with other events happening in town with a football game and Cowboy Days. So we're very thankful for all of those who are involved. We're excited. It's great to be able to show off our city and our high school and our community with these schools from Utah. I know there will be a lot of parents that have been in the stands today, and I know that they've been very excited about the hospitality that Evanston has brought. So we're thrilled to have this opportunity, and we're looking forward to keeping this as a tradition. We're excited for the Wyoming schools that have come to Evanston to play. It's nice to see them, but it's also very nice to play Utah schools that we won't be facing again this season.
We hope that with Labor Day falling in Cowboy Days like it does every year, that as people leave town, there's also a lot of people coming into town. This may be family, and a rarity in this Evanston tournament when you look at tournaments around this state or other states is there's no admission to get in. You can just come in and watch, right? Absolutely. It's free. Our activities department and school district have always chosen that our games are free for anyone to come. So it's great family and entertainment, and it's a great atmosphere. Our high school is beautiful, and we'd love to show it off and have people come and watch great volleyball. At 6 p.m. the scheduled time on Saturday, it's the last match of the day, and I think it's the only match happening on the court. It's Evanston versus Spanish Fork, and that's kind of an interesting one because we have a girl in Spanish Fork side that was on the Evanston side back in 2015 when we were playing in the state championship. Corinne Thornock, now a senior for Spanish Fork, and this is her third high school, a team that I think this is her second year at Spanish Fork. Evanston versus Corinne and Spanish Fork. Kind of a cool thing to get that. Absolutely. We love and miss Corinne, and we're happy that she's happy where she's at. We obviously miss her, but it is kind of a fun culminating match at the very end to be able to play. I still feel like she's one of ours, and I think she'll always be a Red Devil to me. But it is a great way to finish off a tournament. I wish her the best of luck, but I'm cheering for our Red Devils and lots of wins. You always had the Thornocks on your side. It's probably got to be a little, you said you're cheering for her, but you're also cheering for your Red Devils. It's probably a little nerve-wracking knowing that you're going to have to be going against a Thornock, isn't it? You know, we actually, at UVU now, the last 2 summers, we've played against Corinne, and it is fun to watch her develop and her skills, and she's a fine athlete, just like her 2 sisters, a great volleyball player. But I'm definitely here for our girls and excited watching our girls improve, and same thing, we have some great athletes on our team, and girls that are very passionate about this sport. So just looking forward to enjoy today and looking forward to tomorrow, and just very thankful for the opportunity that our community and high school has provided us. Tournament happening at Red Devil Gymnasium tomorrow. That's Saturday, September 1st, 8 a.m. till probably 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Free admission. Coach Lawler, thank you. Thank you, Jake. Thank you to Tara Lawler, head coach of the Lady Red Devils volleyball team, for joining us. And make sure to check out the Utah vs. Wyoming border war tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. at Red Devil Gymnasium. Again, admission is free. Next up, we will talk with the coaches of tonight's football teams on the Pat Fackrell pregame coaches show. You're listening to Red Devil pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive, here in Evanston.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar-S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar-S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talked to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Welcome to the Pat Fackrell Pregame Coaches Show, where we get inside the head of the two men on the sideline tonight. We'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach for the Rawlins Outlaws, Clayton McSpadden, and then we will talk to Red Devil head coach Pat Fackrell to get his thoughts on tonight's game. You're listening to Red Devil pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
I'm with Clayton McSpadden, head coach for the Rawlins Outlaws, and as I was hearing people talk to you when you took this job, this is where you kind of wanted to be. You've been to South Dakota to play college football. You've been down in Colorado coaching football, but Rawlins was a place you wanted to get back to. Why was that?
Well, I mean, every good boy wants to go home, and I hate saying that to be like the cliche. Yeah, cliche is a good word for that. A little cliche, but it's nice to be home. My family's there. A lot of people in Rawlins made a difference in me, so I would love to make a difference in some of these young boys as well.
Rawlins is coming off of a 6-2 regular season finish last year. When you were playing there, I don't think there was a winning season your 4 years of high school. You went through some lean years of Rawlins athletics, and coming on a bit of an uptick as you take over this program. What do you see out of these kids, and do you see confidence building that maybe you guys were trying to build back when you were going to school here?
Well, back in my day, it was we lacked the weight room. I see a lot of kids in the weight room here. I mean, we just did maxes the other day, and I have a ton of kids benching well over 250, and that's amazing. I mean, when I was in high school, there was only 2 or 3 of us. Kids love to win. Kids are super competitive. More kids come out because of the season we had last year, and it increases our opportunities and our abilities. And these kids want it, and makes me want it even more. And as a coach, you want it a lot. It makes you want it even more, so that's pretty awesome.
The offense this year is going to look a little bit different than the offense did last year for Rawlins due to unfortunate events. Luckily, Quentin Romero is all right, but he's unable to play with you this year. So you've switched things up a little bit, a double wing look, and teams love facing a double wing. Teams love seeing it facing a single wing. They hate it. Teams hate practicing and preparing for a team like what you're going to put out today. What's your goal with these guys, and do you think they're ready to make this switch?
Our guys, so after a scrimmage, our guys were worried. And a scrimmage is a scrimmage. Your first game's your first game. You go into them knowing that you're going to come out needing to work on things. And I tell you what, this last week we got a ton better. Our kids are at home now, and they're ready to do it. We went away from that spread offense and zone offense, and now we're running this, and the kids see what's going to happen with it. They see that we're just going to run up and down as much as we possibly can on teams, and we're excited. We're excited. Now we expect to meet some defensive teams that put a stop to it, but we're also ready for that.
Coming from a team, like you said, with Rawlins that lacked the weight room when you were there, how are you able to work through and get a college education through football coming out of Rawlins? People along the way that helped you get to that point, and now you kind of want to impart that to some of these kids coming back.
Well, yeah, like I said, it all started when I was in high school. I got to be coached by a guy named Brian Anderson, who coaches down in Pines Bluffs now, but he was from Black Hills. He instilled the weight room in me, and then I got an opportunity to play at the next level, and from there I understood what it took. And ever since then, I've just been riding that weight room high ever since then, and I've just been instilling into these boys as much as possible, and it helps that I'm a PE teacher and the weightlifting guy. So I get all the boys every single day. I have a ton of boys in my classes.
Finally, a look at Evanston. What were you really focusing on when you were planning for them this week?
Man, that running back looks fast, and he's a salty-looking kid. I'm excited about him. We focused on their outside plays. We focused on their quarterback. He can throw the ball, and he can roll out, and he can run. I mean, there's a lot of things we have to stop on them, and I'm excited. And their defense is pretty dang good, too. Their line looks good. I mean, they're a good team, and they were a 4A team when I was back here in 2009 when I graduated, and I played with some of those boys, and they have salty kids here. They have good kids here. They do, and I'm excited to play them and see what they are. And I know their coach. Their coach coached at BH before I got here in Fackrell, and or before I got up there. And I know he's a defensive mind, so I got to be ready for some defensive play versus offensive play, and it's going to be a good day. I'm excited.
Coach McSpadden, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
That was head coach Clayton McSpadden of the Rawlins Outlaws. We're getting close to tonight's kickoff as you're listening to the Pat Fackrell pregame coaches show. Stay tuned as we'll visit with the man himself on this pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Uintah County School District No. 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uintah County School District No. 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uintah County School District No. 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515. If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
It's almost time for tonight's kickoff to start the 2018 season right here at K. Fackrell Stadium. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Red Devil head coach Pat Fackrell after this. When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
This is a rematch of last year's 23-20 loss, and it was almost a year ago to the date when that comeback that Rawlins had happened. A year later, and a few other come-from-behind losses or games where you kind of had a tough time getting started. Do you think this team has a better outlook and a better grasp of what the 3A landscape really is all about?
You know, I like our team right now. I kind of like the mentality of our team. I like our the physical character. You know, I know that will be kind of weighing in the back of their minds a little bit as that it's a game they felt like they should have had. It was a game we felt like we should have won. Didn't play our best football. And, I think the fact to go out and get our cleats on the ground against a team like Altamont and recognize, we weren't executing awesome, that first half, and our kids, recognized it. And if they knew if they went out and played hard-nosed football and played fast, it could get out of hand pretty quick, and that showed. And so I think, like I said, from an athletic standpoint, we're an athletic team. We're explosive. I think we're able to put a lot of points on the board when we need to, and I think physically, right now, defensively, we're getting around the football.
I was going to ask you about that. A 48-6 win over Altamont. The takeaways from that can be tricky because it's a 0-week game. It's a 1A school, but you needed to get your guys out there and out on the field in a game-time situation. Was that a big takeaway for you? Was there maybe a difference between that first and second half and trying to figure out with those players how to play at game speed?
I think when you can go out and not tackle each other anymore, not beat on each other, that's always a positive. We were able to get a lot of guys on the field and kind of see what they're capable of. I also think, from an offensive standpoint, our kids recognized if, we execute and do things they're coached, good things happen defensively to make on-the-field adjustments because it was something different than what they showed on film the years before. And so, there's a lot of benefits, a lot of positives that came out of it. And I think one of them was you're always, every time you play your first football game, you maybe play too high or you don't take the right angles, and to be able to make those adjustments, that's always things that you look for as coaches. And I think our kids really kind of responded pretty well to that.
You return a whole lot of guys at the skill positions, the high-profile spots, but how have you seen not just them develop, but maybe some of the guys that play in a lot of the lower-profile spots that really mean a whole lot out on the field?
Tyus had a heck of a day at Altamont, and for him to have a heck of a day, it means our front line better have a heck of a day. And, we really only returning Ethan, who saw a lot of time last year, but those kids have all played a little bit. The good thing about going out and playing that Friday night game last week is we were able to get those other 4 out there, and they played a lot of football. But on the same end of that, we had a lot of kids come around all summer from camps and the time that we got to spend, and so they got to practice with each other, quite a bit. And so, hopefully the goal is just to keep progressing each week.
Last year's Rawlins coach, Corey Wheeler, stepped down, and now it's Clayton McSpadden, a guy that is from Rawlins and someone who came to play for Black Hills State in 2010, the same year that you actually went from Black Hills back to Evanston. So have you ever had your paths cross with him, or did you miss out on that?
No, I don't know. I don't know who. I've never really met him that way. Corey was the former coach, was a player of ours at Hills. Did an exceptional job, and I know that I've heard great things about Corey and how he coaches, and so it'll be interesting.
Finally, Rawlins was a team that finished in the regular season last year 6-2 with that one victory against you, a very tight game. I think a lot of times last year, as I was talking mostly around the community, not necessarily around coaches, Rawlins was probably a team that was underrated, that when they won game after game and only had 2 losses. Coming into this season, they obviously lose a very good receiver, but they return a couple good ones. Their quarterback is a year older and still just a junior, and they've got a good running game coming back. Do you think this is a team that is as good as advertised from last year?
I believe so, but I think that it's early in the season, and health plays a big aspect in those kind of things. They'll be a team that's got a lot of veteran kids on it. I don't believe they're doing the same things that they were doing last year offensively, throwing it up there to those big tall receivers, but they're going to run the ball, and they're going to run a lot, and so you got to be great tacklers and rally to the football, those kind of things, and so that'll be our big work this week.
I think in the first half, Rawlins came in expecting to run. You came in expecting to have to stop the run, and really in that first half, you did a good job of that. And their adjustments late in the game to go throw the ball, it was kind of the difference makers. You'll probably have to make adjustments like that on the fly. And first game of the year, new for coaches, new for players. Do you think that that first game, being at home at K. Fackrell Stadium with a senior crew that's probably a little bit hungry after that loss a year ago against Rawlins' team, is going to play into your favor?
It is. I mean, again, like I said, I like our mentality of our football team right now. They've set very high goals, and I truly believe that they can reach those goals. But the whole idea is take one game at a time, not overlook somebody. Go out there and compete every Friday night like it's your last. And, I expect our team to come out every Friday night and play hard, but I think this will be a big one for them because football's very short term in your life, and then your senior year is even smaller. Those kids know that's a very limited season, so take advantage of every time that we get out there and every possibility we get to practice or play.
First home game of the season coming up shortly. Pat Fackrell, head coach of the Devils. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
This has been the Pat Fackrell pregame coaches show, and we are very close to tonight's kickoff. We will be back with starting lineups and that opening kick at K. Fackrell Stadium when we return.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Have you been saying no to wearing your jewelry because of a missing stone, a broken chain, or a ring that's just too small? Or are you interested in redesigning your ring altogether? Jeff at Seavers Jewelers can repair or create almost all jewelry at extremely competitive prices. Jewelry is supposed to be worn. Bring it to Seavers Jewelers today for a free cleaning and any repairs it might need. Say yes to wearing your jewelry. Say it with Seavers. Seavers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
Welcome back to K-Fackrell Stadium. We are just moments away from the opening kickoff of the 2018 season. Evanston, the home team, in their red jerseys, gray pants, red helmets. Got the numerals on the sides of them like Alabama. Rawlins over on the far side, white road jerseys, black helmets. Rawlins won the opening toss and will receive. Evanston defending the north end zone. Headed to the south, almost no wind and 72 degrees, 3.5 minutes before the opening kickoff. Let's give you your starters for the Evanston Red Devils defense right now. Brendan Thompson and Jesus Quintero are your two defensive ends, and Bridger Barker and Ethan Moir, a pair of seniors. The middle defensive tackles, Barker, a 6'3", 210 senior, Moir, a senior as well, 6'1", 190. Outside linebackers for Evanston, number 11 senior Tyus Cornea, 5'9", 185. Rigdon Wagstaff, junior and a first-year starter for Evanston, listed at 6', 155. On the inside of the linebacker position, a returning starter, Riley Griggs, last year's hero from the Green River win in the pick 6, defending that and beating number 2 Green River. He's 6'2", 185, and Pablo Escalante at 5'8", 200 pounds, a senior. In the safety position, it's Angel Rodriguez, wears number 13, 5'8", 180, a senior. And the cornerbacks are Cody Smith and Chris Perriman, a pair of seniors. For the Rawlins offense, we've got a whole lot of names listed for who could be starting. It's a double wing formation, so we expect a whole lot of backs, occasionally maybe a receiver, but a whole lot of deception guaranteed. And at quarterback, who will be doing a whole lot of running, most definitely more running than throwing, it's Alex Rodriguez, of the New York Yankees fame, of course. Also a Rawlins outlaw, 5'9" senior, wearing number 12. Fullback is Kenny Raymond, a 5'11" junior. Damon Taylor, the leading returning rusher from a season ago, rushed for over 500 yards for Rawlins last year as a junior, 5'12" and a pair of touchdowns. Caden Forney, the leading touchdown man on 372 yards and 7 scores from pay dirt. Caden Forney, a junior, 5'8" and wearing number 4, running back. Lorenzo Abel will also be a running back in that backfield double wing formation. Wears number 7, and it's Abel, not Ebel. Lorenzo Abel. On the line at right tackle, it's Jackson Jeffries. On the opposite side, it's Trevor Mikesell. Colton Ice at center, Kai Foster, and Desmond Martinez are your guards. And if we see some passers, well, probably the top pass receiver in the top pass receiving target would be the 6'7" senior, number 84, Hunter Pixler, tight end. And at receiver, also possibly seeing some time, Victor Von Sweka, a 6-foot junior. 12 minutes have been put on the clock, and when we come back, it's kickoff time here at K-Fackrell Stadium on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you look good, it helps you to feel good. When you look good, it changes the way others see you and the way you feel about you. To help you look your best, Joe's Modern Cleaners in Evanston offers dry cleaning services. Shirts and slacks and dresses last longer when they are dry cleaned. The colors stay vibrant longer. You will feel your best when you know you look your best. And you will look your best when you have the professionals at Joe's Modern Cleaners dry clean your apparel. Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Kickoff time here at K-Fackrell Stadium. Pablo Escalante is your designated kickman for the Evanston Red Devils. Back deep to return for the Rawlins Outlaws, number 8, Damon Taylor, and number 7, Lorenzo Abel. Abel to the near side, Damon Taylor on the far side. Evanston kicking from right to left, defending the north end zone. And we are set to start the 2018 3A Evanston football campaign. Escalante, arm in the air, boots the ball straight ahead, squib kick, picked up by Abel at the 15-yard line. Scatters up to the middle of the field, gains a few yards, brought down at the 19-yard line. Tackler there listed for Evanston, number 43, Micah Cox. That's 53, excuse me. Don't have a 43. Work on that one. First roster of the season. Sometimes we got some changes in the roster. Let's see if I've got one over here. Well, one way or another, Rawlins starts their opening drive on the 18-yard line. Forney to the left side of Rodriguez. Fullback Raymond behind him. Under center. Man in motion. Going out to the far side. Rodriguez gives it off to the fullback Raymond. Brought down after a gain of a couple. Out to the 20-yard line. Give him 2. 2nd down and 8, depending on the spot. Ball marked right at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 8. 2 yards for Kenny Raymond, the fullback in this double wing formation. Evanston, as we mentioned, is going to have to be disciplined from sideline to sideline. They've gone against these sort of formations before, both in 3A and in 4A. Had it in Jackson last year. Under center is Rodriguez. Movement at the line. Ball goes out to the far side. Pitch to Taylor. Near side. Running to the sideline. Gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd and medium. Rigdon Wagstaff knocked him out of bounds. Ball marked down at the 22-yard line. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Damon Taylor, touted as one of the top running backs in any classification in the state of Wyoming, was an early exit from last year's game against Evanston. Was injured in the first quarter, did not make a return. Rodriguez under center. Blitz coming from the middle in Escalante. Pitch out far side, and running with it is Forney. Caden Forney scoops the ball down onto the ground and picked up by Evanston at about the 30-yard line. Turnover for the Red Devils. Ball picked up by Cody Smith on the fumble. It squirted out, went about 7 yards forward, and Evanston will take over possession at their own 31-yard line, rather Rawlins' 30-yard line. Caden Forney, the leading touchdown man from a year ago with 7 scores. First time he touches the ball in 2018 as a junior, puts it down on the ground. First and 10 for the Red Devils, and Tyus Cornea behind Seth Lloyd in the pistol formation. Handoff goes up the middle to Cornea, squirts through a hole, and then gets pushed back. Minimal gain, if any, on first down. Not sure he got beyond the 30-yard line, and they mark it as a gain of about half an inch. 2nd down and 10, ball just beyond the 30-yard line. 10-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board in this first quarter. Riley Griggs, the tight end, is out of the contest. Coming in to replace him, number 8, Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff split out to the left side. Chris Perriman on the far side. I formation for the Devils. 2nd down and 10. Escalante, the fullback. Cornea, the tail. Lloyd under center. Pitches out left side. Good lead block from Escalante. Looking for a seam. Has it. 25-yard line to the 20. Pushed out of bounds near first down yardage. We will see where the mark comes in. They mark him about half a yard shy of the first down. A gain of 9 for Tyus Cornea. 3rd down and 1 upcoming for the Evanston Devils. A turnover and picked up by Cody Smith results in a 3rd down and short, and gotta go for it even if they don't get it here situation. 7 in the box for Rawlins. 3rd down and 1. Pistol form. Lloyd takes the snap, hands it to Escalante. Needing half a yard. He bumbles forward and gets just that. Fell down on the ball. Looked like he was just trying to focus on landing forward and not dropping the ball. First down, Evanston. And check that, they gave him the first down last time. I missed that, so that's 2nd down and 3, or 2nd down and 7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. So give Cornea 10 officially. It looked like they were marking him just shy prior to that. First game of the year for everyone, including myself. Whistle blown in the umpire position, and I think they were just getting everyone set. 2nd down and ball on the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 8. The marking looks like a gain of 3. Somewhere in between the 2 to 3 range. I form. Blitz coming up the center. Snap goes out. Seth rolls to the far side. Has a man open, and Cody Smith goes through his hands. Picked off. Running up the sideline with it. Rawlins knocked out of bounds. and back-to-back turnovers. Coming up with the ball there, number 7 for Rawlins, Lorenzo Abel with the pick. And thank you very much. I'll take that. 3 minutes into the contest, 2 turnovers already, and no scores to show for it on either side. Seth Lloyd had 5 interceptions last year, just 6 touchdowns. Throws his first interception 3 minutes into the contest to start the 2018 season. Abel returned the interception to the 19-yard line. So a downfield throw is a positive net gain of 1 yard in field position from where Evanston started the play. Rodriguez under center. Motion to the right side. Pitch out, and Taylor has a big hole. Gets out to the 25. It collapses in on him, but a gain of 6 makes it 2nd down and 4. Ball marked at the 25-yard line. See the loaded up box for Evanston all game long. Hunter Pixler, the only official receiver. Caden Forney to the right of him, and Pixler in the tight end on the offensive line. Forney goes out to the left side in motion, takes the handoff, knocks it out to about the 26-yard line, but a flag thrown and holding called against Rawlins will negate that play. Surely a take, so back him up 10 yards from the spot of the offense. First penalty of the game goes Rawlins' way. Big sub in for the Evanston Devils. Erica Roscoe, 5'8", 270, checks into the middle of the line, and those are the type of guys you want to plug holes with an offense like this. Ball marked back to about the 15-yard line. Looks like it will be about 2nd and 14. Rodriguez under center. Movement on the Evanston line, plugging in. Pitch out to the left side. On the run up the sideline, Abel is stuffed up in the backfield after looking like he may have a little bit of room. Rigdon Wagstaff in on the tackle. Also in there was David Baxter, a junior. No gain. 3rd down and 14 at the 15-yard line for Rawlins. Critical stop for Evanston after giving away the great field position by way of a turnover themselves. You've got them stopped, and you probably won't see too many punts from Rawlins today. But this would be an opportunity perhaps to get one if you keep them back. Snap, and Rodriguez is moving back. Has a man open into space. Finds the fullback, and a flag thrown late as the ball was picked up at about the 20-yard line. Completion went to Kenny Raymond, 5'11" junior. And ball stopped up at about the 21-yard line, barring the flag. Microphones all are working currently on the officials. That's always a luxury here at high school football. They placed the ball at the 21, and it looks like I just saw holding signaled on Rawlins. And do you take that, or do you send out the punt team for Evanston? I would think you would decline. Penalty is declined, and Angel Rodriguez will move back to about his own 40-yard line to field a punt. See what Rawlins comes out and shows here. Rodriguez is under center, and that doesn't mean they won't punt it, but blitz shown, motion around, and they do try to punt it away. Taylor on the boot, lands down at the 50-yard line, tailing towards the far sideline, fielded at the 40. Rodriguez breaks through one leg tackle, still moving up the sideline to the 45-yard line, trying to push his way towards the 50 and stop just shy. Evanston will take over at their own 48-yard line on possession number 2 of the day. At 6:25 left in the first quarter. Seth Lloyd, the senior quarterback, has been starting since Jesse Barker was injured, unfortunately, against Cheyenne South in the first contest of the year back in 2016. Split time with Richens last year and before taking over most of the starting snaps. And we have a pistol form on 1st and 10. Cornea, the deep back, takes a pitch to the left side. Cuts up the middle at the 45, pushing towards the line of scrimmage and getting back to it, but no more. 2nd down and 10. Rawlins has clearly done their homework in talking to Coach McSpadden, a first-year guy, but a former Rawlins outlaw himself dating back to 2009. He referred to several Evanston players as salty, and that was a compliment for him. You want salty players if they've got football players, and Tyus Cornea was one of them. A no gain for Cornea has us at 2nd down and 10. 5:45 and counting. Pistol form again, 3 receivers bunched up to the near side. Rigdon Wagstaff on the line of scrimmage. Look out to the left. It's a screen to Rodriguez. Picked up at the 45, out to the 50. Opposite 45, pushing forward. 1st down yardage at the 40. Brought down at the 39. 1st down and 10 for the Evanston Red Devils on a gain of 13 yards. First completion of the year for Seth Lloyd. It goes the way of Angel Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a guy kind of taking over from what I was told by one of the coaches earlier leading up in pregame here to a position that, well, was kind of held by Hunter Grohl last year. He's a receiver / running back. Handoff on 1st and 10. Cornea with a big hole busting forward for a gain of 6. From the 39-yard line, add about 6 to that, and 2nd down and very manageable for the Red Devils. Ball marked down at the 33-yard line. $17 yards on, I believe, 5 carries for Cornea. Pistol form. 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 33-yard line. Evanston threatening again. They had a pick last time. Move back to throw. Rigdon Wagstaff completes it on the near sideline. Breaks a tackle. Runs up the sideline. Another 1st down, and the ball's brought down at the 14-yard line. Wagstaff with his first varsity reception. The junior getting some playing time, possibly due to the injury of Reed Gross opening up a spot on the receiving position early and often, and Rigdon has delivered. 4:35 left. Ball marked at the 24-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. Pistol form for Seth Lloyd at the 24-yard line. Rolls out right side, gives it to Cornea. A ton of real estate to move down the sideline. He nearly gets to the 1st down yardage marker on 1st down and 10 from the 24 down to the 15-yard line. Stop him just a bit shy. Say the knee was down just before that. Move to 2nd down and 3. Ball marked at the 17. Under center is Lloyd, two receivers to the near side. Handoff to the fullback, Escalante, bumbling his way up. Breaks through one tackle, still running. Pixler brings him down from behind, but not before they get into the end zone for a Evanston touchdown. 6-0, the Red Devils on a 17-yard rumbling, bumbling, stumbling touchdown by Pablo Escalante, the senior fullback. Return to the rush Evanston has early and often, and Pablo Escalante, after scoring the 6, will line up and try to put one more in as the place kicker. $20 yards and a TD on a pair of carries for Pablo Escalante, seeing a little bit more run action than he did last year in the opening contest of 2018. Set up straight away. Here's the snap, the hold down, and the kick a line drive, but straight through the uprights. 7-0, Evanston leads it on the Impact Physical Therapy Board. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
The Lumberyard in Evanston, Wyoming is your local IFA dealer. The Lumberyard has tons of animal feed lines and accessories to help with your farm and ranch. Since 1923, IFA has worked to manufacture and distribute the highest quality products to the agricultural community. The Lumberyard has partnered with IFA to develop product lines based on customer need. We won't sell you something that doesn't make you successful. Visit us online or at the Lumberyard today, your local IFA dealer, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
It was a 2nd and 3 position for Evanston, and they handed it off to their fullback thinking, hey, let the big guy try to muscle out a first down, and he did that, broke through one tackle, chucked over to the right side, and took off, beat Hunter Pixler down the line. The 6'7" senior for Rawlins was able to get a hand on Escalante from behind, but not before he ran in and fell that football down into the end zone for the first score of 2018. Evanston leads it with 3:28 left in the first quarter, 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy Board. That brought to you by Justin Dennis, an early candidate for the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, as Escalante, who squibbed the extra point in, boots it deep this time on the kickoff. Sent back into the end zone, and a touchback whistled. At the 20-yard line, Rawlins will take over, down by 7 on the Impact Physical Therapy Board. Getting a high five and a bro hug from Angel Rodriguez Escalante after the touchback kick and touchdown. Rawlins and Rodriguez, their quarterback, back out into the line. Sophomore Quentin Romero was the quarterback last year for the 6-2 regular season Rawlins Outlaws. He was in a significant car accident during the offseason and had several injuries that did not allow him to play. The good news is he is okay and making a full recovery, and maybe we'll get a chance to see him in the future. Just glad that he's doing all right and hopefully watching back at home, cheering on his team. Rodriguez has motion to Forney, pitches off to the left, gains an edge, coming late, and no gain on a late grab by David Baxter. Closing the gap, and also in on that, number 40 for the Devils, Jagger Mitchell, a sophomore out there playing some varsity action. Jagger Mitchell, if you see him in the linebacker spot, from a distance, he's not the biggest guy, but if you get closer, he is already a tank at just a 10th grader. 2nd down and 8 on the 2-yard rush by Caden Forney. He has a fumble in 4 yards. Rodriguez under center, line bunching up on the Red Devil side. Blitz coming from the left side, motion to the right. Rigdon Wagstaff had the route jumped, but Taylor goes around him after receiving the pitch. Knocked out of bounds, minimal gain, but got a couple. Taylor ran out of real estate as he was pushed out of bounds by number 13, Angel Rodriguez for the Evanston Devils. Riley Griggs also in on that push out. Check in for the Devils, Jose Echeverria, 5'7", 206, listed junior into the defensive line. Joining in with big number 54, Erica Roscoe in the center of that line. 3rd down and 5 on a gain of 3 yards for Damon Taylor. 11 yards for Taylor. This is a war of attrition for the Rawlins offense in this double wing formation. Forney in motion. Rodriguez back to throw. Looking for it. Now on the scramble as the pocket closes in around him. A 3-man, make it 4-man sack. The last man getting in on it, Matt Gallegos. But a couple guys in before that. Rigdon Wagstaff in on the tackle. Orozco in on the pressure. And waiting to see who's credited by the scorekeeper. May have been Orozco credited with that sack, and Bridger Barker, I think he may be the first guy who got in on that. These are the times I wish I could run back the replay, and we may have that in future weeks to come, but won't know quite yet. 4th down and 9 at the 21-yard line, and Rodriguez back deep to punt again. Damon Taylor takes the handoff and punts it, fielded at the 45-yard line. Catch and run at the 45, to the 50, now down to the 47, and pushed down, bullied down to the ground by Caden Forney, a man that wished he could have found a little more space from side to side to keep this Rawlins drive running. Evanston back in possession and starting in Rawlins territory at their 46 or 47-yard line. Right in the middle of that, 1:37 left in the first quarter. 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Pistol form for Seth Lloyd. One receiver to the near sides. Cody Smith looks like Wagstaff to the right. Cornea the deep back. Takes the handoff. Looking for some space. Runs around a big block by Escalante. First down yardage and more. Still on his feet. Down to the 20-yard line. Trying to break away. One more. Gets past Taylor. It's a touchdown. Evanston 14-0. 46-yard touchdown run by Tyus Cornea. Number 1 of the year. Running touchdown number 2 of the day for Evanston. Nobody could bring him down. A pair of big backs for the Evanston Red Devils. And Cornea with the long run in all of 3A back in 2017, a 71-yarder, off to a strong start with a 46-yarder. It's still the first quarter. 1:23 left in quarter number 1. 13-0. Damon Taylor, the guy trying to grab him by the shoelace at the last second, to no avail. And a flag thrown in the backfield as that extra point goes through. Wait for the call from the official. It's against Evanston. They will need to retry. And it looked like it was on the snap. Man in the white hat goes over to the right side to check with the Rawlins coaches on the call. And the microphones have seemed to have gone out, or maybe just forgot to touch down, so I didn't catch that call. But Evanston will be pushed back to the 10-yard line and try it again. About now a 25-yard field goal attempt for Pablo Escalante, multi-year starter on the soccer team. And another false start, Rigdon Wagstaff. Move him back 5 more. 2 penalties on the extra point have slowed the momentum that Evanston had out of that 46-yard rush. Cornea on 7 carries, up to, by my tally, and on official one, 70 yards. Move them back 5 more, and the extra point still good. Pablo Escalante with a deep one, and 14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board late in the first quarter on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 1:23 left in the opening quarter at K. Fackrell Stadium to kick off the 2018 season. And Pablo Escalante, following the extra point, is set to kick off for the Devils deep to the Rawlins backfield of Damon Taylor and Lorenzo Abel. The first kick was fielded by Abel to start the contest. The second by Escalante, a touchback. The third into the air and deep. Back to Abel. He watches it sky over his head and back into the end zone for a second consecutive touchback. Send the Devils back out into the trenches to take on this double wing formation. So far, so good, but you never know when a big run is set to break out. That's what this offense is built on. 3 yards here, 1 yard here, and then 50 yards there 42 yards there. It's all about trying to wear down this defense. Evanston so far limiting the amount of plays they have to go against it. That's the bright side, but don't forget most of these guys on both teams playing both ways. Matt Gallegos in on the outside with Orozco in the middle for the Evanston defense. Hand off to the left side to Abell. Back to the line of scrimmage, up the far sideline, 5 yards out from the 20 to the 25. Pushed out of bounds, maybe for a gain as many as 7, depending on the spot. Giving him 8 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 2. Eric Abell, or Lorenzo Abell with the 8-yarder, down to the 28. Down to 45 seconds left in quarter number 1. Rawlins with a first good positive first down gain. Rodriguez gives out left side, this time to Taylor. Picked up immediately and tackled down by that mystery number 43. Let me listen to the scorekeeper if I can get a name on that. Waiting. No idea on that. They're not sure either. The roster does not carry number 43. We will see if we can find that out at a break, because that is at least his 2nd tackle of the day. Not on the roster. It's hard to say his name, but 3rd down and 3 after a loss of 1. Rodriguez takes the snap, hands off left side to Forney. Forney on the run, up to the sideline, 1st down yardage, out to the 40-yard line, and pushed down maybe just shy, out to the 37. 1st down and flag. Oh, excuse me, have a spotter, and I thought I got a flag signal. No flag on the play. 1st down and 10 for Rawlins, ball marked at the 37, and there was a flag. Add some yardage on. It was after the play. It was so you did see a flag. You did signal it, and it may have been a personal foul. Add 15, maybe a face mask across the 50 and down to the 40. Continuing to walk. How big could this penalty possibly be? To the 37. Flip from one 37 to the opposite 37, and wowzers. Oh, never mind. Quarter change. Oh, first game of the year, and I don't have a view of the clock. Sorry for everyone out there, and you were probably following along at home thinking, oh, yeah, how much time's left? End of the first quarter, Evanston up 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy Board on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
In business since 1936, Ellingford Brothers started with 3 brothers building bridges across Wyoming. Over the years, the company has expanded into different aspects tied to construction, including ready-mix, steel fabrication, heavy hauling, hotshot services, and crushers. Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. When it comes to all things construction, come to Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Call today, 307-789-1515.
Welcome back to K. Fackrell Stadium. That's the first time I've done that this year. Probably one of 3 that I will forget that changes of quarter mean change of field, especially early on in the football season. Alex Rodriguez under center has Damon Taylor going to the right. Switch field sides, so Taylor up to the far sideline, that being out to the right side. And from the 40-yard line and pushing a little bit beyond for a minimal gain, or rather I should say solid gain of 6 yards on 1st down and 10 out to the 43-yard line. I know a guy named Russ that's probably out there listening on the radio right now that when he heard that, he probably said, "Come on!" Because he doesn't watch the stream. He just listens on the radio. He's usually out at work, but he's a loyal, longtime Red Devil fan. So, Russ, that one was for you. Got to keep you on your toes. 43 is where the ball is placed. 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Pitch out left side, and 40 is stuffed up in the back by Griggs, but spins out of it into the big open space, out to the far sideline. 1st down beyond the 50, down to the 45-yard line. So from a 5-yard loss to a 10 to 15-yard gain, Caden Forney spins out of it from the 43. Ball placed at the opposing 44. Give him 13 on the play. Back-to-back big gains for Caden Forney and then Damon Taylor. Getting the ball moving for Rawlins, down 2 scores on the Impact Physical Therapy board. First down and 10 for Rodriguez, and the Outlaws line pushing against the Evanston defense back. Rodriguez to the fullback. Raymond straight ahead, toes it, and then stretches forward. I'm not sure how he got the positioning he did, but he looked like he had 2 yards, and then he stretched his body another 6 feet forward. Great first down and 5-yard gain for Raymond, the fullback for Rawlins. Kenny Raymond with his second carry of the day. He had the opening carry of the contest. Second down and 5, ball placed at the 24-yard line inside Evanston territory. Evanston defending the south end zone. Shift to the left in the line. Motion goes to the left. Opposite side, handoff back to Raymond Taylor. And near first down territory once again. A gain of 5 last play, close to a gain of 5 this play. We may have a measurement. They may move the chains or they may call it short. And the ball marked right at the 35 or the, let's see, where is that ball marked at? At the 35-yard line, just a hair shy of first down. Third down and inches. Give him 4 on the carry. Half a football length away, if even that. 2 carries in a row to Kenny Raymond have worked out well. Do they go to the well a third time? Rodriguez under center. Raymond straight behind him, looking like a possible sneak. Pitch out right side on the handoff to Taylor. First down yardage. He makes a spin and an extra push forward. It's right at that yard marker of the 35 line. Had to be pulled away from the Evanston monkey pile that swarmed in on him and spun him around a bit. And they say not quite right at the 35, but they need to get a hair farther than the 35. So fourth down and inches, maybe half a yard. Expect Rawlins to go down 2 scores and inside Evanston territory. The end of the football closest to Rawlins is placed at the 35, so the head of it is just beyond. They need to get somewhere between there and the 34. Stuffed box for Evanston. Rodriguez under center. Motion to the left is Forney. They give it to the fullback. First down yardage, gain of 5 again. Maybe just keep giving it to Raymond over and over again. And Kenny Raymond with the first down yardage, another 5 on the carry. Down to the 31-yard line. $15 yards on 4 carries for Kenny Raymond. Rodriguez under center. Handoff left side to Abel. Big block from the left tackle there out to the 25-yard line. Decent gain there. Colton Ice, check that. Kai Foster, the guard, not the tackle, the left guard. Kai Foster with a big block to open up that hole. But a gain of 7 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards marked for Abel in this game today in the second quarter. 7:34 left on the Impact Physical Therapy board in this first half. Rodriguez awaiting the snap. Escalante coming in to the right side on the blitz. Handoff right side to Taylor. Big hole. Arm tackled by Chris Perriman, but not before a first down, it appears. Arm tackled right about the 20-yard line, the marker needed to get to, and he fell forward. And the fall forward progress out to the 18-yard line. Gain of 6 for Taylor, 23 yards on him in the day. Matt Gallegos appears to have a hurt right side as he goes out to the Evanston sideline. Hopefully just a cramp as he gets a squirt of water. First down and 10, ball marked at the 17-yard line. Rawlins down a couple of scores to the Evanston Devils here opening week. Look back and a pitch left to Caden Forney. He tries to go straight up the middle. Punched in the backfield for no gain and probably a loss by the sophomore Jagger Mitchell. Jagger Mitchell in his first varsity start, just a sophomore. Probably saw some time in that Jackson game a year ago, as just about everyone did, in the high score game of the year. You look at the Peak Preps, the highest scoring game of the year was Evanston versus Jackson. And it was, let's see now, I'll find it in here just a second. Look down to the Peak Preps. Loss of 2 on the tackle. Forney with 29 total yards. Taylor the right man. Rodriguez drops back to throw. Looking deep to a man down on the goal line. Makes a catch. Did he stay in bounds? If he did, it's a touchdown. Lorenzo Abel made the catch, but did they rule it shy of the goal line by a hair? He was out of bounds as he tumbled in, marked at the half-yard line. 19-yard gain for Lorenzo Abel on the reception, his first of the day. First completion for Rodriguez. Thank you for the pronunciation back from Rawlins. I will take a peek at that and get back to you in just a bit. At the 1-yard line. Handoff faked. Rodriguez tries to go up the middle himself. And stuffed short. It appears no. The touchdown is ruled late. 1-yard run by Rodriguez to the end zone. Pushed in by Colton Ice, the center. Just got right behind him and went forward, lowered the head. Touchdown for Rodriguez on his first run of the day. 14-6 the score. Rawlins, a double wing team, not unusual for them to maybe not have a kicker in their roster, and it appears they will go for 2. Rodriguez under center. Handoff to the left side. It's Abel stretching forward, passing the end zone, but a flag comes in as he does, and that's in heavy possibility of holding territory. A man down on the field, a lineman for Rawlins, taking his helmet off. Might be Jackson Jeffries, might be Trevor Mikesell, and they're calling the trainers to come out. Players taking a knee around him. And now I have time to make my correction, and I look at the roster now, and I did not see that. It's sometimes your mind goes straight over things that you think is surely the way it is. It's not Matt, it's Met. Met Gallegos. M-E-T, like the 1969 World Series champion, so my apologies. Met Gallegos. Thank you, back in the studio. Holding was the call, and our lineman continues to be down. We will take a break here and be back in a bit on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Evanston on top of Rawlins, 14-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy Board, presented by Justin Dennis.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
A round of applause given to Jackson Jeffries as he exits. No stretcher needed, but a ton of pain that young man is in, giving almost no weight to the knee that he went down on that 2-point conversion that ends up being a 0 play. A holding call negated the touchdown scored by Lorenzo Abel that would have made it 14-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ball is placed at the 11-yard line. And Rawlins will try it once again. This time, bringing a place kicker out. Danielle Morales, a senior on the team. Kick is handled and just in despite a poor snap. Handled as Morales was heading to kick it. The ball was still being placed upright. So 14-7 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board with 5:51 left in half number 1 here at K-Fackrell Stadium, opening week of football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. This is a First Bank presentation of Evanston Athletics.
In business since 1936. If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
14-7, Rawlins has joined the party as they set to kick off. Morales, the kickoff man. This is the first boot deep for Rawlins that we have today's ball set at the 40-yard line. Still just about no breeze to be seen across the way at the Red Devil Gymnasium. The Border War tournament continues. You can check that out tomorrow as well. Cody Smith and Angel Rodriguez back to receive. Rodriguez fields it at the 8-yard line. Comes up to the 20. Cuts out right side at the 30. Tries to stay inbounds and toes the line to the 40. 45-yard line brought down at the 46. Tackler on that play is number 6 for Rawlins, and that is Alan Ferralis, a sophomore, and backup safety for the Outlaws. Ball marked at the 46-yard line, so from the 8 to the 46, a gain of 38 on the kickoff by Angel Rodriguez. And that is your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game for this first half. A candidate we will name our official winner at the end, but for now, that's your leader in the clubhouse. Seth Lloyd in the pistol form, looking back And firing deep, down to Cody Smith, has it at the 20, picked up and popped out of his hands at the 15. He had it in the air, and the ground sent the ball squirting away. Nearly a deep play, and nearly had me eating my words on precision play of the game. Talk about precision on that throw by Seth Lloyd, and Cody had the spot, he had the catch, he had the hops. The ground just got the best of him. And think, when you're throwing from the middle of the field, you have to be familiar with K-Fackrell Stadium because of the significant crown on this field. When you're throwing deep to the sideline like he was, the ball and the position, you have to adjust because Cody Smith's a lot lower than Seth Lloyd is. All of that for nothing, and a handoff to the right side as Tyus Cornea runs up to the 50-yard line, crosses, and continues to push forward and bully his way down to the opposing 45 for a gain of 9 or maybe 10. Markham down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 9 on second down for Tyus Cornea as he continues his fine offensive day. Third down and absolute inches. Man, you may want a measurement. Looking at the ball, they move it almost down to the 44-yard line. Right about where their yard marker is. Evanston needs approximately a foot. Pistol form on third down. Cornea directly behind Seth Lloyd. Pablo Escalante to the left. Roll out to the left side. Lloyd throws it into space. Cody Smith again. The ball squirts out of his hands. So fourth down and short just beyond the 50-yard line. Quite possibly just give it back to Pablo Escalante, a guy that rolled in on a short yardage situation and ended up going all the way into the end zone for a 17-yard score when they needed 3. And try it again. Seth Lloyd coming back out into the huddle after getting the call from offensive coordinator Steve Moore. So indeed, Evanston does send their offense out for a fourth down and short. Lloyd under center, eye back formation. Calling out to his 2 receivers to the left, now back under center. Awaiting the snap from Thompson. Handoff to Pablo Escalante, and the ball squirts out. Picked up by Rawlins at the 45-yard line. And the man picking it up for Rawlins, number 20, Kyson Robinson. Second turnover of the day for Evanston, coming down on fourth down and short. So effectively a 0 play, but Rawlins, instead of a punt, perhaps getting it down at the 20 or maybe even inside, has great field position to go to work with a chance to tie it coming up next. Escalante had the ball knocked out of his hands. Appeared to have the yardage. A-Rod in the offense, back out for Rawlins. Moving from right to left in the white jerseys. Slow snap, faked handoff to Taylor. Rodriguez takes it himself to the near side. Smith tried to tackle him up high, and that allows Rodriguez to push his way from the 50-yard line out to the 45, and being brought down at the 44-yard line for a gain of 6 yards. Second down and 4. .448 left in half number 1, a 1-score game. Rodriguez under center, second down and 4. Ball at the 49, and early movement on the line brings in multiple flags. Neutral zone infraction on the offense, so take away not a neutral zone infraction, a false start. Bridger Barker coming out after that. From the line, Orozco, the man in the middle. Moving from a 4-3 to a 3-5, it looks like. 4-4 to a 3-5, rather. Take 5 yards back, so second down and 9. Ball placed at the 46, just shy of the 50. Taylor takes the handoff to the right. Cuts in at the 45, out to the 50, cuts back near side, has a man to beat, and that is out of bounds, ran out of real estate at the 36-yard line. Big gain for Taylor of 17, make it 18 yards, knocked out of bounds by Met Gallegos. Actually, check that. David Baxter knocking him out of bounds, chasing him out. 18-yard switch of field for Taylor. Touted as one of the top backs in any classification. Ball marked at the 38-yard line. First down and 10. Rodriguez down low on the snap. Calling out the cadence. Handoff to Raymond. Waits and then shoves his way straight forward to the line. Awaited for the block hole to open up. Pablo Escalante in on the tackle. Not before a gain of about 4 or 5. Ball marked down to the 34-yard line. Gain of 4. Fullbacks have worked pretty well for both teams so far today. 19 yards on 5 carries for Kenny Raymond. Second down and 6 at the 34-yard line. Evanston stuffed box shading to the left side. Motion of Taylor going to the right. Pitch goes to Taylor. Cuts out right side and then is tripped up at the line of scrimmage and falls down backwards. Forward progress will make it a 0 gain. Make it third down and 6 from the 34-yard line. And no, they say he was up on his own and tried to break the tackle, so they mark him back 2 yards to the 36. Negative 2 yards on the carry, down to 39 yards on 7 carries of the day for Taylor. Still a manageable position, third down and 8. When you consider probably 2-down territory. Rodriguez under the center. Raymond behind him. Taylor in motion to the right. Takes the pitch. No, he misses it. And squirting out of the hands of Pablo Escalante, allowing Rodriguez to fall back on it. But at the 45-yard line, a flag thrown up. And that may have just been to place the spot of the fumble. Sometimes they'll throw those flags. It looks like he waved to say it was just a marker. And it was. The flag is picked up. So fourth down and a mile. Ball back to the 46-yard line on the fumble. What a break for the Devils. Down to 2:33 left in half number 1. Timeout taken by Rawlins. We will be back in 30. Evanston leading the Outlaws at K. Fackrell Stadium here week 1 on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com on this First Bank presentation.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankum. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankum the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankum. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
I'm holding off judgment until the end of the half for something else to unseat Angel Rodriguez, but hearing from Dr. McKay Frankum at the break, I'd like to thank him for sponsoring the precision play of the game. I liked the way Rodriguez cut right up the line in that big 38-yard kick return. And we'll be waiting at half, and then we will crown him, if we don't see anything else, that precision play of the game. Tell you what he gets with that. Fourth down and 18. Evanston not sending anyone back in possible punt return. Appears that Rawlins may go for it. Rodriguez drops back to throw. Has a man deep in Taman Taylor. Over his head. Turnover on downs, and Evanston will take over on their own 46-yard line with 2 minutes and some change left, 2:26 to be exact. Met Gallegos back out onto the field after coming out with a right side injury, and once again hoping that it was just maybe a stinger. Lights have come on here at K. Fackrell Stadium. The sun has set. 7:53 the time on the clock. Just shy of an hour into this contest, and the Evanston home crowd student section fired up about a 14-7 lead and possibly more heading into the half. Chris Perriman, your receiver on the right side, near side to us, as the Evanston Devils take over on their own 46. I formation for Seth Lloyd. I back is Cornea. Taking the handoff left of the center to the 50-yard line, pushing forward towards the first down yarder, maybe about 3 shy, out to the 47. Wait for the mark. They may be generous, and they do give him past the 45-yard line, and gain of 9 3/4, 9 5/8. Not quite a first down, second down and half an inch for Cornea. Cornea approaching the century mark in half number 1. Shotgun formation for Seth Lloyd. Has some time, delayed handoff to Cornea, and it works. Big hole as he cuts through to the 40, down to the 30, brought down at the 29-yard line. From the 39 to the 29, Cornea, or from the 44 rather, to the 29, gain of 16 for Tyus on the delayed handoff, work to a T. Seth Lloyd let the defense get downfield and then gave Cornea a Mack truck worth of distance to run through. And there is that century mark for Tyus Cornea. Handoff to Seth Lloyd, takes the snap out to the right side. Smith open in the end zone. He sees the catch in, caught near end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils. 20-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 1:31 left in half number 1. $16-yard gain by Tyus Cornea sets up the touchdown to Cody Smith. Seth Lloyd getting his name chanted in the student section following that throw. Has the hold down for Cornea, and the kick is up and good. A 23-yard score by Seth Lloyd to Cody Smith. The first passing touchdown of the year, and Evanston has put a third touchdown on the board with 1:31 left on the First Bank. On this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Education in Wyoming has been a long-held tradition. The communities that make up Uinta County School District number 1 are committed to those traditions. Student learning, teacher and staff development, extracurricular activities for students to choose from, quality facilities that are clean and comfortable, and a transportation department that always goes above and beyond are just some of the ways we work as a community to help students succeed. Uinta County School District number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
$23-yard reception from Seth Lloyd to Cody Smith. Makes it 21-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tyus Cornea over the century mark, have him with 104 yards on the day on 10 carries, an average of 10.4. That's some easy math per. Caught in the end zone by Abel. It must have been just shy. Taken out at the 25 to the 30. Tries to toe the line and cut back inside, but brought down at the 32-yard line. Under 1.5 minutes to play in quarter number 2. Rawlins not with a big quick scoring threat. They've thrown it a couple of times. One completion for Rodriguez on the day. That of 19 yards, setting up a touchdown by Rodriguez of about a half a yard push in on the following play. First catch of the day for Smith was the touchdown. He had a few opportunities before that. Drop back for Rodriguez, winds up and throws it. Skating down the way is Damon Taylor, but knocked away by Chris Perriman. Good knockdown, as Taylor had a whole lot of open space to run had he been able to bring that in. Second down and 10. Evanston out in the defensive front. Rawlins breaking the huddle. Clock stopped at 1:17. See if Rodriguez drops back to throw once again or if they concede and try to get some running on the ground. Rodriguez drops back, and a big hole broken through. Has to scamper outside of the pocket, running into space. Out to the 45-yard line. Brought down by David Baxter at the 47. A big run and 1:05. The clock stops from the 31 to the 47. A gain of 16 yards for Alex Rodriguez. Clock will stop for the ball to be reset and then resume to run. Timeout taken by Rawlins to stop the clock for 30 seconds more, and we will be back in that time. 21-7 with Evanston on the defensive side, trying to hold off a late Rawlins run on this First Bank presentation of Evanston football on K9 Radio.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
21-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Rawlins back out onto the field. Ball placed at the 47-yard line. 53 away from an end zone score to make it a one-touchdown game. Just 1:05 left in the first half. Evanston will receive in the second. Blitz coming from the right side of Jagger Mitchell. Rodriguez drops back once again to throw. Pressure comes in from the left side. Mitchell drops up in front of him. Rodriguez rolls out of bounds and gains a couple of yards to stop the clock and live to see another down. Second down and 6 coming up. Ball marked at the 49, so make it a gain of 2. 23 yards for Rodriguez, and he has the lone touchdown in the game. For the Outlaws, Hunter Pixler into the contest, 6'7", plus a cowboy hat, at him about 6'11". At tight end and a big receiving threat, one of 2 big receiving threats last year, along with the 6'4" Bryce Jerome, leading receiver in all of 3A. Fine basketball player as well. A flag from behind, and I think a legal motion by the Rawlins team in the line, moving into the line. Wait for the call. A legal substitution backs Rawlins up. Clock at 58 ticks left in half number 1. Feeling fine if you're a Red Devil, but knowing a lot of work yet to be done. Back him up 5 to the 43-yard line. I do not believe Evanston has a penalty against them in the first half. Rawlins not with many either. Good play so far, but a long ways to go with that. Rodriguez under center, drops the snap, falls down on it and recovers, but 3rd and long. May want to just let that clock run down after a miss like that. 48 ticks left. Again, Evanston will receive to start the second half. 3rd down and 14. Handoff right side to Taylor. Heading up to the far sideline, looking for an edge. Rigdon Wagstaff misses a tackle. Knocked out of bounds as Taylor continues to push forward toward the 50-yard line. Brought down at about the 48 to 49 for a gain of 6. And he did get out of bounds. Clock stopped at 19 seconds left. Timeout taken by Rawlins. They will consider this one. 4th down and 8 to go from 4th down and 6. 4th down and 14 to go. We'll add another candidate, and maybe we'll hold off for just a bit. You've got Angel Rodriguez, the kickoff return, a great play. You've got the dump by Seth Lloyd down to Cody Smith. I think we've got a couple of precision play of the game candidates. And the way this game is going, why not just hold off and see what else can happen? Because I will let you know I'll let you in on a little secret that these players don't know yet. for the first time ever, there is a prize at the end of the rainbow for winning precision play of the game. Courtesy of Dr. McKay Frankham. Affordable dentistry and great work done, and also a proud supporter of Evanston Red Devil Athletics. Whistle blown to signal the end of the timeout as Rawlins huddle breaks, and they head back to the line. 4th down and 8, ball marked 2 yards shy of the 50-yard line. Matt Gallegos at left end. On right end, it appears to be Rigdon Wagstaff. Brendan Thompson in the middle at D tackle. Snap to Rodriguez, dropping back to throw. Spin around, tosses it up high to Abel. Flag thrown as he runs down the sideline for first down yardage and more. Pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. However, a flag immediately up, and that's usually in the signal of holding, usually in the position for holding on the offense on a screen pass like that. And it is against Rawlins. Was that a signal for a legal man downfield? Yep, illegal man downfield for Rawlins. Will take that away and try it again. Clock down to 9 ticks. Not sure Rawlins was in position to make a score even with that big play, but bump him back and maybe take one throw down and say if it's picked off, then we were trying to punt anyways on 4th down. Ball marked at the 42-yard line. To the right hash mark, Rodriguez under center. Motion to the left side, handoff faked. Rodriguez looks back, has pressure coming from Mitchell, tucks and runs. Up the 40, to the 50, going down the sideline, past the 50-yard line, down to about the 45. And the first half will end right there. Triple zeros all the way around. A gain of about 10 for Rodriguez. And Evanston is headed for the sidelines, but holding things up are the officials, saying we may not be done yet, waiting for the official call. And there it is, halftime. 8-yard run by Rodriguez ends things out. He has 31 yards on the ground, 19 through the air. We'll run through those stats in more complete detail and more coming up on the halftime show on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. On opening week, Evanston leads it 24 minutes in, 21-7.
Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need them, they'll be there. Specializing in plumbing, air conditioning repairs, furnace installation and repairs, water heaters, HVAC system installation and maintenance. What's in your ductwork? Landmark Plumbing and Heating. And do your excavation work for septic systems and sewer cleaning. 307-789-8793. You'll find them in Evanston. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
For generations, gun ownership has been an important part of our heritage. At the Gun Room in Evanston, you'll find a large selection of quality firearms. Everything from personal protection handguns to hunting rifles and shotguns. With a wide selection of hunting gear, ammo, optics, and apparel, we have what you need. Ask about our 90-day layaway program. And remember, success on the range and in the field starts at the Gun Room. Call today, 307-789-2677.
When you hit the bullseye playing darts, it's a great thing. When a rock hits your windshield and creates a bullseye, it's a bad thing. A small bullseye in your windshield can grow into a monster crack that covers the whole window. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston fixes rock chips. If the rock chip in your windshield has already grown into a giant crack, T-Bar Body Shop can fix that too. When it comes to window repair or replacement, make sure you always hit the bullseye. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call us today, 789-2639.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Forming a relationship with Trona Valley at an early age is a wise choice. We believe that learning money management skills at a young age can help set a better foundation for establishing good financial habits. Money management skills are important for financial success, whether saving or borrowing. Trona Valley offers youth loans to members under the age of 18. Our loan options are perfect for kids. They can learn the basics of borrowing, which includes interest, terms, and payments. If there are any questions along the way, we can help. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Welcome back to halftime as we are getting on just as the Evanston Classics are taking the stage at midfield. First performance of the year for them. The fall season is football, and then in wintertime it's basketball, halftime for the girls, and then the boys' games, culminating in the state event the day prior to the start of state basketball, the Wednesday leading up at Casper Event Center. That's Cheer and Dance Day. 21-7 your score at the half as we get set for quarter number 3 in just a bit. Let's see how much time we've got on the clock. 11 and a half minutes and a whole lot to run over. Well, first possession of the game for Rawlins was looking great for Evanston when we had a fumble recovery by Cody Smith, recovered in good position right around the 30-yard line, but a Lorenzo Abell interception brought back to about the 34-yard line, first of the year for Seth Lloyd. Well, that gave it right back to Rawlins, about where they gave it away at, and we were back to square one. First run of the day, that of our first score of the day, came with 3:28 left in the opening quarter, and it was a third down and short situation where Evanston was thinking, we've got a big bruising fullback. Why not give it to him? He had a good run prior to that. His first run of the day went for 3 yards, and so they needed 3 more. They gave it to him, and he got those 3 yards, broke a tackle at about the 3-yard marker, and then raced all the way down. Hunter Pixler, the big 6'7" D tackle, had an arm on him and was able to kind of wrangle him in, but forward progress pushed into the end zone for Pablo Escalante, and that was your opening score of the day to make it 7-0. With 1:23 left in the first quarter, it was a 46-yard touchdown that by Tyus Cornea running away. Again, Tyus in 2017 was tied for the longest play from scrimmage, and I believe that came in Worland, or I believe that came in Powell. A 71-yard rush by Tyus Cornea, tied for your long of the year. A good start for him, 46. That'll probably be close to the peak prep performer in 1 week into this 3A season. That made it 14-0 with 1:23 left. An Alex Rodriguez 1-yard touchdown to make it 14-7 was set up by a 19-yard completion from A-Rod to Lorenzo Abell, and one play prior, that was with 5:51 left, that they crossed the end zone and things got a little bit tight. Angel Rodriguez came out with a 38-yard kickoff return to get Evanston out to midfield, a drive that they eventually fumbled away possession. So essentially a 0, but a great play, and Angel Rodriguez up for that up as a candidate for the McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Escalante fumbled on 4th and inches, so an effective turnover would have been a turnover on downs, but it looked like he may have had forward progress to get that first down, if not for the ball squirting out. That gave Rawlins back possession, and they were unable to score with that, and with 1:31 left in the first half, a 23-yard pass from Seth Lloyd to Cody Smith made it 21-7. That was set up by a beautifully executed delay handoff on the delay draw from Seth Lloyd in the shotgun, giving it off to Tyus Cornea. The entire defense was running down with the spread offense, heading down the field, and Cornea had a ton of space to run through. And the one man that got him down, if I can remember on that one, I think it might have been Kyson Robinson. He was probably the only guy in the neighborhood that had a chance to get the speedy Cornea. So Cody Smith with 1 catch for 23 yards. Angel Rodriguez with 1 catch for 13. I have Rigdon Wagstaff with an 8-yarder. And overall, 3 completions for Seth Lloyd, 44 yards total, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. And Tyus Cornea already crossing the century mark by my unofficial count. 10 carries is what I have him for, and 104 yards in all, including about half of that coming on the 46-yard run. 3 carries for Pablo Escalante, 22 yards, a fumble, and a touchdown. On to the Rawlins side, as we have about 8 minutes left in the halftime show period. Alex Rodriguez, a bit of everything, 19 yards passing, essentially a touchdown throws. It was put just shy of the goal line where he punched it in from 1 yard out. That was his first rush of the day coming in the second quarter. And really, after that, he got a little more liberal with his rushes, got some pressure on some dropbacks throws, got some good yardage. He has 31 yards on 5 carries. Damon Taylor, your leader in the clubhouse for the Rawlins Outlaws on the ground, 8 rushes for 47. Caden Forney with a fumble, 29 yards total. And Kenny Raymond, nice little fullback. His gains on 5 carries, 2 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. Solid, just 19 on the ground, but a good option, especially in a double wing look like what Rawlins has. They may need to look to get to Kenny Raymond. He has not been stopped at the line of scrimmage as of yet. The lone catcher, Lorenzo Abel, and I missed 1 completion there. Lorenzo Abel with 2 rushes for 14 yards and 1 catch for 19. That's your tally for first half stats. We will come back with our standout student of the week, a great runner, distance, middle distance, even some sprinting, just all around great athlete, Tyrell Halliday, when we return on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Evanston Red Devils here week 1 at K. Fackrell Stadium, up over the Rawlins Outlaws 21-7 at the half.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
With Tyrell Halliday for a standout student, your final year is now officially into day 2. How are you feeling as a senior?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's kind of weird to be a senior this year and have the outlook of being a senior on your school after coming here for 4 years. But other than that, it's pretty good. I'm excited.
Do you remember what it was like walking in as a freshman?
Yeah, it was like every freshman's going to say, it was kind of nerve-wracking. But other than that, I felt pretty good and confident, and I'd say now I feel more confident than I ever have in high school.
I don't know if I can express this properly, but I remember coming in as a freshman and then the feeling when I was a senior, and it almost felt like I had missed some steps in a way. Like I wasn't quite ready to be a senior, like I thought I would be a foot taller or 25 pounds heavier. Does it feel a bit like that to you?
Yeah, see, I got my mom's side of the genes, so I was hoping I'd be like 6'3" and really bulky, but it turns out I'm just 5'10" and skinny. So, yeah, I definitely know what you mean.
So you and I are kind of on the same track of that.
Oh, yeah, I feel your pain.
And then I didn't get any bigger after that. Now if I do get bigger, I have to be like, uh-oh, my metabolism's changing. I'm just getting old. You're doing cross-country again. You had a rough season last year, and you're trying to work through it again now this year. What are your goals for this fall season?
Well, one of my goals was just to be with my team this year and be around them because they're like family to me, and that's what I love the most about cross. But I think if you ask any of our other boys or the coaches, I think our overall goal is to take that state championship because we're predicted to win, and we all really want that, and we all work really hard for it.
It's been a long building process for this team because I remember going back 2 years, maybe even 3 years, Coach Berger would talk about how young this team was and how they were building, and now all of a sudden you guys aren't young anymore. It's your last year. So you guys have mostly been running varsity for a couple of years, haven't you?
Yeah, I know I've been running varsity since my freshman year. Brad and Weston since their sophomore year, and Dawson's almost since his freshman year. So we still have some young guys on our varsity team, but they've really stepped it up. And the way they run and race, it wouldn't seem like they're young guys. It would seem like they're almost older, that they were built for it and they were meant to be on that varsity team.
Who were the guys that were leading the team for you when you were a freshman?
Jace Richens and Brady Olson, Ben Fuller, and Timber Erickson.
Now being a senior and having some young guys that are running maybe JV a little bit more than you guys were as freshmen and sophomores, just because it's so much deeper with a lot of seniors in, what are you trying to maybe take what you got from them or what you've learned along the way to impart upon them on a season?
For one, to let them know that running's fun. You got to make it fun, even though it hurts. But just to have fun with these guys, because looking back on it, you only got 4 years with all these guys and gals, and you just got to make the best of it and go out there and work hard and give it your all. Because I know for me personally, and what Jason Brady and those guys taught me, is every race is like one shot to get better and better. And if you can't get better, then you always feel like there's something wrong with you. And it's not a negative thing. It's just you want to be the best you can be. And I think that's what those guys taught me, is even in, not just only in cross country, but in school, you should always strive to be the best you can be. And that's what you should always aim for, and that's what you should always try to do no matter what it is.
Did it take convincing of yourself that running was fun?
Yeah, this is going to sound kind of narcissistic, but I've always kind of known I was a little better. So I guess that's what kind of pushed me towards love to run, but I definitely had to convince myself, especially in the middle of a race when I'm dog tired and I just want to quit or just trip myself so I can be out. So it definitely took a while to convince myself, probably till like my sophomore year, junior year, to convince myself that I have to love what I do and I have to love to run.
You had a tough junior year and you were out for a lot of the season. You were able to come back, not at full strength, but you were able to run in the culminating events. You've had to make some changes in your diet, and from what I understand, you've gained a new enemy in gluten-free bread.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's not good at all. Anybody out there, I would not recommend it. It's awful.
And you love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but you've had to make an adjustment on them. Explain that.
So what I would do, like, I remember there was a part where I was so sick and I would just crave peanut butter and jellies, but we knew I had a gluten intolerance. So what I would do is I just get like a big spoon and reach into the peanut butter jar and just take a big glob of it, put it in a bowl, and then do the same with jelly and just stir it up and eat it. And that was the only thing that would satisfy my craving for peanut butter and jellies.
Have you had to make changes in other areas of your diet too that maybe, I don't know, if going from squash pasta or something like that?
Yeah. I'm also a huge fan of spaghetti. So we've had to use gluten-free noodles, which they're okay. They're not the best. They feel really greasy for some reason. But I like pizza or hamburgers and just things you wouldn't really think about that other people usually eat. I have to consciously make a decision if I really want to consume this or not. So especially, it also sucks because runners, we need the carbs. We need to carb up before a race. And wheat and rye and barley are things that usually use to carb up. So I've had to find other ways to carb up before a race so I can have enough energy to go and run tomorrow.
Does rice work at all?
Oh, yeah. I eat tons of rice. That's almost with every meal.
Well, I'm a fan of that myself, so at least we've got that. At least there's no wheat protein in rice. Tyrell, you are starting off the season. You've got a long ways to go. A senior leader. We hope that you have success throughout the year. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Joined by Jerry Carroll as we're getting set for the opening kickoff, where Evanston will receive up 21-7, coming back from a big meet for you and your team. Going to Rock Springs, the biggest thing was you got to see the better part of the state that you were about to see in a couple of weeks from now.
Yeah, it was real important for us. You know, we've had a good start to our season. We've had 3 tournaments, and we've won all 3 of them. And our girls have done a nice job. Kira Spanenberg's won 3 of them. And so we've been doing a great job, but we just hadn't seen the competition we'd hoped for. Cheyenne East thinks they're one of the best teams in the state, and they were there. I know Lander's the top team in 3A, Star Valley. Natrona came over. So we needed that competition, number one, so our kids could get over their nerves and have an opportunity to play somebody that was as good or better than us.
And your boys finished 3rd. How did you feel about that performance?
You know what? We were tied for 2nd, 1 stroke out of the lead to East, and we said, hey, we can end up anywhere from 1st to 4th. We had 3 kids finish in the top 10. Our 4 and 5 man just didn't have good scores in this one. So we got to shore that up. Our 1, 2, and 3 were solid. We got to get our 4 and our 5 man to play a little bit better.
Opening kickoff fielded at the 15-yard line by Angel Rodriguez, brought down at the 26. How did your you got 1 main girl and you got a bunch of freshmen. How did your girl do today?
Kira Spanenberg shot 84 on the first day, which was tied for 1st. And by the way, the first day, the scoring was very high. We had typical Rock Springs. It was about 35-mile-an-hour afternoon winds, so it was tough. She shot 84, was tied for 1st. Second day, we had great conditions. You know how nice today was.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been better. She shot an 89, so I think she wasn't used to that level of competition yet. So we're looking to maybe go to Laramie and see it again before state.
1st and 10 at the 27. Seth Lloyd hands off on a wide receiver sweep to Chris Perriman. Punching forward to about the 30-yard line, gain of 3 on the play for Perriman on his first rush of the day, something I'm not sure I was prepared for. And Coach, just a couple of meets left. I mean, you're right down to it. How do you feel about this team headed down the stretch, going against Kelly Walsh, going against East on that boys' side in the state championships?
You know what? I feel good about our kids. Our kids did put time into the summer. I feel good about it. I feel like we're as good as any team in the state. We showed it against East. We just got to learn how to finish. We got to have all 5 guys play well and not just 3. Our girls, we were talking about Kara. We says, Kara, you got to get up there and believe that you can be the state champ. And if you do that, we think she's more than capable.
2nd down and 7. Fielded from the 30 down to the 36-yard line. Add 6 more, and 3rd down and 1. Tyus Cornea with 111 yards by my unofficial tally on the day. Coach, we appreciate you coming up here and joining us. Where are you at next?
We're going to send our boys and our varsity boys and girls to Laramie to see a little bit stronger competition. And then on Thursday, Friday, we're going to send all the rest of the kids to Green River to go against Green River and Rock Springs. And we think both of them can, splitting our teams, we still might have a chance at Green River, Rock Springs. And we'll get our kids ready for state, and that's what we're hoping to do.
Shotgun form on 3rd and 1. Ball marked down the 36-yard line. Lloyd takes the handoff, rolls out to the right side on a run, scrambling and falling short about a yard. 4th down and 2 or 3 coming up. Coach, sorry we didn't have more time, but glad that your Devils are getting the competition that they need to go against, because that was really their last chance, wasn't it?
It really was. Well, the Laramie meet, but you know what? I love the opportunity to talk about our golfers. They do a great job for us. They represent our schools well. And I also love to come to the football games. I'm glad that our boys are having such success early. Hopefully they can continue that, but it's great fun. If you're not here, you should be. It's a beautiful night.
Head on out. I think it was 72, no wind at kickoff.
Yeah.
It maybe dropped 5 degrees since then and still no wind.
Friday night lights, and then you got volleyball going on. Our girls are playing well, so 3 and 1. So it's a great night for Red Devil sports.
4th and 1, pushing through, and Seth Lloyd got it on a quarterback sneak. I think they moved the chains. Coach Carroll, thank you. We'll catch up with you next week.
Hey, thank you. Go Red Devils.
Jerry Carroll joining us, and the boys finishing 3rd at the Rock Springs meet. And Kelly Walsh, the only team that they wanted to see that they were not able to. They were at a national meet in Arizona. They will see them in just a couple of weeks from now at the state championships. 1st down and 10 on a quarterback sneak by Seth Lloyd. Ball marked at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a cloud of dust on the play. Pistol form for Lloyd. Evanston going from left to right. High snap, bobbled. Lloyd on another run, right up the middle, out to the 50-yard line, and brought down for a non-designed quarterback sneak, but one that works just as well. 10 yards and a 1st down. Evanston, move the chains. Come on, maybe. There they go. Right past the 50-yard line, not quite to the 49. 13 yards on 3 carries on the day for Seth Lloyd. All 3 of those carries, what do they have in common? They've come in successive order. Only one of them designed. Do we have a fourth? Pistol form. Pablo Escalante to the right of Seth Lloyd at quarterback. Rolls back, has two blockers in the backfield. Winds up, a lot of space for Cody Smith. Stretches out and just misses, grabbing it in at the 17-yard line. He reached out, he fell to the ground, and the ball fell just in front of him. Had his tippy toes on it, but not quite enough. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 50-yard line right at midfield. And I think we have some volleyball players who are staying the night, not from Evanston, but from the Border War tournament, staying over from Wyoming or Utah. That looks like Juan Diego joining the Evanston student section, spelling something out, and then the student section asking, what was that you spelled? 2nd down and 10. Shotgun form. Perriman in motion. Fake handoff to him. Give it up the middle to Cornea. Down to the 45. Punching his way through 3 men and down to the 41-yard line. Dragging Kenny Raymond, the opposing fullback, about 3 yards after the point of contact. Down to close to 1st down territory. Give him a gain of 9 on the play. Cornea up to 120 yards on the contest in 12 carries. They mark it as 3rd down and 2. They need to get just beyond the 40-yard line for a 1st down. I formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Handoff to Escalante. Big hole. 1st down and more to the 30-yard line. Cannot escape a leg tackle by Hunter Raymond, but nearly another touchdown for Escalante as he was bouncing outside. A good gain nonetheless from the 41-yard line down to the 28-yard line, a gain of 13. Said Hunter Raymond, excuse me, Kenny Raymond. Border War tournament at Red Devil Gymnasium beginning tomorrow at 8 a.m. I form. Seth Lloyd hands off to Cornea. Punching right up the gut at the 25-yard line. Getting there and maybe a little bit beyond on 1st down. Ball marked at the 24. 2nd down and 6 upcoming for the Evanston. Jose Echevarria, the fullback on that play, coming out in favor of Escalante on 2nd down. I form once again, 2 receivers. Tight end on either side. To the left, Cornea bounces outside, has some space at the 10-yard line, cuts back in to the end zone, runs in, barely touched at the least, 27-7. Tyus Cornea with a touchdown run, number 2 of the day. 24-yard score for Tyus Cornea, makes it 27-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board with a chance for one more. 148 yards on the ground, not even to 15 carries yet. Extra point for Pablo Escalante. It's up and it's in. Pablo makes it 28-7 as we begin the 3rd quarter. 6:59 left on the clock. We will be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
For over 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we are able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses in all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Please call us today and let's see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
28-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, and the Evanston cheerleaders getting a bit of a workout. The stunt team in the back having to do 28 push-ups. The cheerleaders getting off a little bit easier, 28 jumping jacks. 6:59 left in quarter number 3. Pablo Escalante receives the kickoff ball at the 40-yard line. Sets it down. No worry about it falling off today. The flag to the north of us is completely stagnant. Evanston's crowd growing a little bit with some volleyball players joining the student section. High pooch kick by Escalante, fielded at the 35-yard line. Brought down for minimal to no gain, right about at the 35, maybe 34, where Rawlins will begin its next drive. Chewing up the clock, Evanston with that drive, taking off 5 minutes and 1 second. Ending with the 24-yard score by Tyus Cornea. Alex Rodriguez back out under center. It appears Jeremiah Forney is in as a left tackle, or left tackle in. First time seeing him today. Motion to the left side. Caden Forney takes the handoff, cuts back in to the left of tackle. 8-yard gain on first down from the 35 to the 43-yard line. Caden Forney with his first carry, and they mark it right there at the 43. Second down and 2. Seventh carry of the contest for Caden Forney. Rodriguez under center. Left hash mark. Rolls back to throw. Has a couple of men running deep. It's hit hard by Pablo Escalante. Bridger Barker wraps him up, and then Escalante comes in along with number 58 for the Red Devils, Jesus Quintero, to finish off the job. Three-way sack, and Rodriguez is down on the field, and timeout, officials timeout called following that sack. A hard hit by Pablo Escalante immobilized him, and then Barker to the right, Quintero to the left, grabbed onto a leg, and Escalante came in and finished the job. Looks like Rodriguez is putting one of his legs up into the air and loosening the straps on his helmet. We will take a break with 5:53 left in quarter number 3 remaining on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back here at K. Fackrell Stadium, and an injury has Jeremiah Forney in at quarterback, running for his life, and a loss of yardage on what was already 3rd down and long on the sack. 3rd and 14 becomes about 3rd and 15. Jeremiah Forney, the senior, listed as a running back / linebacker, but in a double wing formation, a running back is a quarterback. So Forney coming in. 5:45 left in quarter number 3. Rodriguez, looks like he got an ankle twisted pretty good. Maybe a foot injury. Third down and 14 coming up. That's where they've marked it at. So they put it as a no gain. And I see a flag down on the ground, but that may be a placement. And they may pick that flag up. Nope, it is against Evanston. I think that's the first penalty against Evanston of the contest. And I missed the signal by what it was, and there was no microphone. But it will add some yardage, 5 yards. 10 yards. Will it be a 15? A personal foul would be an automatic first down, and it is a 15-yarder and an automatic first down. You would think, unless it's a, well, if it's, yeah, that's true. If it's a personal foul, it may have been pass interference. Any 15-yard penalty should be a automatic first down, but they're putting it 3rd and 1 at the 31-yard line. I had my head in the binoculars, so when I looked out to see the call, I'd missed it. All I saw was it was on Evanston, so 3rd down and 1 on a penalty. 3rd down and 1, ball marked at the 45-yard line. Jeremiah Forney under center. Handoff, faked, pitched out to Caden Forney, past the 45-yard line, out to the 48 for a first down, Rawlins. 4-yard gain. 41 yards is what I have Caden Forney at unofficially. Evanston certainly winning the field position battle today, and up 28-7. It shows that the Devils won their season opener a year ago over Riverton. Blitz coming in from the left side, backing up. Forney fakes 2 handoffs, and the ball squirted down on the ground. Dropping down and catching it is Jeremiah Forney, knocked out by Jose Echeverria, number 58 for Evanston. Excuse me, one more time. Jesus Quintero on that, knocking the ball out for Evanston, and then unable to fall on it. But down back to the 37-yard line from the line of scrimmage, being at the 48. It is 2nd down and 21. Snap, handed off to Taylor, heading off to the right side. Finds a bit of a gap, gains 3 yards out to the corner, just shy of the 40-yard line. Will be 3rd down and long, down to 3rd down and 18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Clock reading 4 minutes left in quarter number 3, a 3-touchdown lead by Evanston. But the coaching staff, you can see on the near sideline, not letting anything go, knowing these are the crucial moments where they can close out a game. 3rd down and 18, ball at the 40-yard line. Need to get to the 42 on the opposite side of the 50. Loaded box. 9 men in it. Taylor bobbles the snap. It's down on the ground. It's either in the possession of the Devils or it's 4th and long. It appears that Evanston grabbed the fumble. And a turnover indeed for the Evanston Red Devils. Turns the ball over. They have it in Rawlins' position at about the 40-yard line. 3:28 left in quarter number 3. Quickly out to the line. Evanston spreading it out a little bit. Shotgun form, 4-receiver set. Whistle blown, calling it dead, and perhaps a timeout or maybe just a reset to make sure everyone's ready. Back into the line, and the play clock will resume. Lloyd takes the snap, looks back deep, has a man deep down and picked off. Interception number 2, intended receiver, the inside deep man, Angel Rodriguez, intercepted by Jeremiah Forney. No, check that, Lorenzo Abel, with his 2nd interception of the day. 3:22 left and Rawlins back in control. One play after the fumble gave Evanston possession at the 40-yard line. Took a chance and missed. Lorenzo Abel with interception number 2 of this very young season. Ball marked at the 12-yard line, so that works out to be a fresh set of downs for Rawlins, but a whole lot of loss in the field position. Motion out to the near side, dropping back to throw. Jeremiah Forney looking for Caden Forney. Overthrows him toward the 23-yard line on the Evanston sideline side. 3:16 left, second down and 10. First pass attempt of the day and the game and the season for Jeremiah Forney, possibly of his high school career. Second down and 10, 3:16 left on the clock, third quarter. Ball marked on the far hash mark at the 12. Blitz coming from both sides. Stacked 9-man box. Escalante up the middle. Forney back to throw. Has some space, overthrows the 6'7" Hunter Pixler, which takes some doing. And it is third down and 10 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. First-year coach Clayton McSpadden moved to the double wing due to the injury of Quinton Romero, and he's unable to play this season. Romero finished last year in the top 5 passers in 3A as just a sophomore. Helped a lot by the 6'7" Pixler, who was just overthrown, and the senior, departed senior, the leading man in 3A last year at the wide out position, Bryce Jerome. Also a standout basketball player and a member of the Wyoming Coaches Foundation All-Star Boys basketball team. Third down and 10, and timeout called by Rawlins. We will be back in 30 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Evanston leading Rawlins at Cape Fackrell Stadium on the Impact Physical Therapy board, 28-7.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
(28-7) on the Impact Physical Therapy board, and apparently it's 7th inning stretch time at Fenway Park. Sweet Caroline plays as the Evanston / Juan Diego Catholic High School student section sways back and forth. Both teams out and ready to resume play. Play set up to the far hash mark. It's 3rd and 10. Rawlins inside their own 12. Snap goes back. Forney to throw in the end zone. He's hit. Intentional grounding should probably be the call, although a man coming back. Well, that was an ineligible receiver in the area. Trevor Mikesell. That should have been grounding. They will give them just a try it again and punt it away, but there was no receiver in the neighborhood, and you can see the coaches. I think Roy Barker's out there saying, why was that not grounding? 3:06 left. Rawlins set to punt, you presume, although they run that strange one. Pass back to Taylor. It's out, and Fielded at the 40 by Rodriguez. Breaks a tackle at the 35. Out to the corner. 30, 25. Needs a block. Gets it. One more to beat. Ball squirts out and rolls out of bounds before it can be recovered. So Evanston will hold on to possession. Rodriguez down to about the 15-yard line where it went out of bounds. And Hunter Pixler comes up lame, moving his right shoulder. Hopefully for him, that's just a little bit of an awkward landing. Rawlins can ill afford to lose a player. They have already lost their their right tackle, Jackson Jeffries. Quarterback Alex Rodriguez was sacked and then had to come out with an apparent leg injury. And now Pixler heading to the sideline and holding dearly onto that right shoulder. Ball marked at the 13-yard line, so a 27-yard punt return. So special teams have played big for the Devils today thanks to Angel Rodriguez. And I think I've made my decision. We'll talk about that after this under center snap and handoff fake by Seth Lloyd. Roll out to the left side. Has a man deep and picks off for a third time today. Seth Lloyd picked off in the end zone. Looking down to see who the man with the ball is. And no way. For a third time today, Lorenzo Abel with an interception. His stat sheet is going to look mighty fine on the defensive point level when this day is done. But for Evanston, they still lead it by 3 touchdowns. With that punt return, I'm calling it right now. I'm not sure if he's going to get it the rest of the year because you never know. And some of these other guys are candidates. I'm sure they'll have a chance. Angel Rodriguez is your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game and wins 2 tickets to Aspen Cinemas. Pick them up at Dr. McKay Frankham's office. Give you that address on an ad. Talk to Angel. Make sure you know this is a brand new thing. Thanks to Dr. McKay Frankham for being an Evanston sports sponsor. Roll back, Rodriguez back into the contest. Comes back and throws over the head of Damon Taylor. So good news for Rawlins is Rodriguez's ankle twist was not bad enough to keep him out for the rest of the game, as he has returned late in the third quarter. 2:38 with all the passing as of the last few plays. The clock has ceased to move much at all. Rodriguez 1 for 6 on the day, or 1 for 5 as I have him. Second down and 10, ball placed at their own 16-yard line. Nearly 12 men on the field, as I think Evanston thought there was 11 or only 10 out there. Not sure who it was, but someone nearly ran out. Long run to the far side, and Damon Taylor with a 10-yard gain out to the sidelines on a pitch. Taylor still the leader in the clubhouse in yardage for Rawlins, but well behind the overall leader, Tyus Cornea, 148 yards on 14 carries. 57 for Taylor. Of course, you get to add 41 for Forney and 19 more for Kenny Raymond. 14 for Abel. That still doesn't get you to Cornea's total, though. Juan Diego Catholic High School bringing something special to the Evanston student section. See if we can get them on loan for the next home contest. Timeout taken by Rawlins. They will discuss this 1st and 10 opportunity at the 27, and we will be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you're a person who enjoys...
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
New this year, the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, and for all regular season football games, all conference volleyball games, and we presume for basketball, but at least for those two sports, conference volleyball and all football in the regular season, the winner of that will get 2 movie passes to Aspen Cinemas, courtesy of Dr. McKay Frankham. You pick them up at 170 Arrowhead Drive. And back in at quarterback, so Rodriguez was one and done out there, not feeling comfortable. Takes the handoff from Forney, giving it to Abell, and he's scrambled all the way around, thrown through the woodshed, and after all that, no gain. 2nd down and 10 is what he gets. No gain for Lorenzo Abell. $14 yards on 3 carries for Lorenzo. Has the lone catch in the game for 19 that set up Rawlins' lone score. Apparently, Alex Rodriguez didn't like what he had out there, and perhaps that was the reason for the timeout. So Jeremiah Forney stays under center, hands off right side to Taylor. He moves back, hoping to go forward. There's a holding in the backfield to negate all of this as Taylor runs across the entire field just to get back to the line of scrimmage. That could move him back 13 or 14 yards, considering where Taylor was at when that holding call was signaled. The flag is marked down at the 25-yard line. The line of scrimmage was at the 27. If they move it straight back to the 15, that does in fact make it longer than 2nd down and 20. Make it about 2nd and 21. .130 as the clock continues to move in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 20. 1 for Rawlins at their own 15. Motion, pitch outside to Caden Forney. Faked as they double pitch out to Lorenzo Abell. He cuts in at the 15, makes a few men miss, and gets out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's brought down hard and then helped back up to the man who tackled him, that mystery number 43, who we have got to get the jersey number for because he's been a key player throughout the day, and he's just not on the roster. Next break, there's a guy in a jersey right below us. We're going to ask him who that is. Should be fairly shortly away as we're within 40 seconds of the quarter end. .33 seconds left, 3rd and 16 on the 20-yard line. And whistle blown, 23 seconds left. Appears to be early movement on the Rawlins line. Delay of game, rather. They couldn't get the play off in time, back them up 5 yards. 3rd down and 21. What's that? Ball will be placed at the 15-yard line. Maybe just in front of. 3rd down and 21. 12 seconds left. I believe that's still Jeremiah Forney under center. It is. He fakes a handoff and sacked by Jagger Mitchell. Coming in from the blind side. Nobody guarded him. Jagger Mitchell, the sophomore linebacker, with the put down, and 2-1. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. No, they're going to stop the clock. No, now they get it, let it go. 2 seconds for forever. So 3-2-1. The 3rd quarter ends with a sack and a punt, we presume, upcoming for Rawlins at their own goal line. Next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
If you haven't seen the huge selection of furniture and appliances at Kazine's, you've got to stop by. Is your mattress old and lumpy? We sell mattresses. Has your dishwasher quit doing its job? We carry a full line of kitchen appliances. Does your living room furniture look like it started out in your great Aunt Vi's house? We've got you covered. At Kazine's, you'll find great prices and everything you need to furnish your home inside and out. Stop in today. Kazine's, 800 Front Street, Evanston.
Well, so much for that. What sort of teammate are you? I guess I think he's a freshman on the team, but didn't know who number 73 is. I've got his, we won't call him out on the He's just a freshman. He is, in fact, just a freshman in the jersey supporting his team. But 43, not on the roster today, freshman or otherwise. I thought maybe it was a standout freshman. No, 43. Take a look around, maybe someone wearing a jersey that we haven't called out today. Fourth down and long, and a pump by Caden Forney will roll not out of bounds. Rodriguez wants to catch everything, and it is whistled dead as he picks it up. That kid just wants to catch every single thing out there. Yeah, not seeing a good candidate for who our mystery 43 is, but he's been a difference maker today. Playing out on the edge. 11:52 left, so 8 seconds gone by here in quarter number 4. And it looks like Angel Rodriguez is getting a talking to from running backs coach Jason Mitchell, saying, man, you're aggressive, but maybe let that one go. You've been great today, and he is our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game recipient. Ball starts at the 47-yard line, just beyond the 50. High snap in the pistol to Seth Lloyd. Hands off to Tyus Cornea, out to the 50, or out to the 40. Still pushing forward to the 38-yard line, and brought down. Good lead blocking by Riley Griggs, and a gain of nearly 10. Mark it at 8 for Cornea. First carry in a short while for Tyus. His last was a 24-yard touchdown. Second down and 2 on the 38-yard line. Evanston just taking the huddle. Clock running. Down to 11:20. 3 receiver set. Pistol form. Check that I formation. Man in motion is Cody Smith coming from the right to the left side in the slot. Hand off to Cornea. Up the left side. Gets caught up by the leg and can't go any farther. Gain of 1 yard perhaps, and Damon Taylor, who rushed for over 500 yards himself as a junior last year, is the man tackling Cornea. They give him a no gain. 3rd and 2 is what the call stays. 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground for Tyus Cornea today. Cody Smith, the receiver on the line to the left. Perriman just behind it to the right. Pistol form, 3rd down and 2. Cornea, the deep back, takes the handoff to the right side. Running for first down yardage and a little bit more. Gain of 4 on the play out to the 35-yard line. We'll mark him for maybe 3. On the spot, 3 yards for Cornea on carry number 17 of the day, 159 yards. Riley Griggs, the tight end, was the lead blocker along with Pablo Escalante out on that right side block attack. Moving it over to the far hash marks. First down and 10, 35 yards away and 10 minutes to go in week number 1 here at K. Fackrell Stadium. We'll check scores around the state in just a bit. All games in 3A starting at 7 p.m. tonight. Pablo Escalante takes the handoff, bounces back, tries to get back to the initial line of scrimmage toward the far sideline. He may have done it, may have lost half a yard. 2nd down and 10, make it 2nd down and 10 and a half, as Pablo did lose just a little bit of yardage. Second down and 10. Ball marked on the far hash mark at the 35-yard line. 3 receivers split out to the left side. Rigdon Wagstaff tethered to the line. Smith in the slot. And Rodriguez split out as a wideout. Deep pitch left. Rodriguez becomes a blocker. Cornea gets past Pixler out to the 30-yard line and brought down right there. Gain of 5 yards for Tyus Cornea. 3rd down and 5, maybe 4-yard gain, make it 3rd down and 6. Third and 6 is the call. Around the state, Cody leading Riverton 25-0 in the 3rd quarter. Star Valley in a non-conference game. In the 4th quarter, up 28-7 over Blackfoot, Idaho. Pistol form for Seth Lloyd. Look back, screen pass completed to Rodriguez at the line of scrimmage. Scampering down the sideline, may go to pay dirt, untouched. Toes the line, and touchdown is, waiting on it. He's either at the goal line or in, and it's ruled a touchdown for Evanston. Red Devils score from 34 out, or 30 out. Touchdown number 5 of the day for Evanston. Touchdown pass number 3. And check that number 2 for Seth Lloyd. 30-yard score puts Seth up to 74 yards by my unofficial tally on the day. And 2nd catch for Rodriguez. Extra point is good. Score as we head to break. 35-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
35-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston with a 30-yard touchdown. Seth Lloyd connecting with Angel Rodriguez on a line of scrimmage screenplay, but that screen, the blocking was on point, and the speed of Angel Rodriguez, who's shown it off in his acceleration ability in special teams, both kick and punt returning today, got a chance to show off his leg power on the run and the screen pass, kind of a Wes Welker setup. Julian Edelman for the more recent days. 8:18 left. Check that, 8:16 left following that score in the 4th quarter, and Pablo Escalante leading the charge on the boot deep. Abell and Taylor stay the return men for Rawlins. Taylor misses it, rolls back into the end zone. He cannot return it from there. What do they rule that, a touchback? I guess they do, and if he touches it, and then it goes back to the end zone. So back to the 20-yard line for Rawlins with 8 and some change left on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Ball marked at the 20-yard line. And Jeremiah Forney out at quarterback once again, wondering if Rodriguez took that one pass, decided he didn't like it, or if they thought it's not worth it today to possibly further aggravate an injury. Handoff, double handoff from Forney to Abell out to the left side, trying to find space back to the line of scrimmage, hesitates and goes. 10 yards, now 15, pushed out of bounds at an 18-yard gain from the 20 to the 38-yard line or thereabouts. A hesitate and go. It looked like he would be stopped beyond the line of behind the line of scrimmage and then just shot forward like a bullet out of a gun. Ball marked at the 36-yard line. Gain of 16 for Abel. 33 yards on the ground for him. 3 interceptions for Lorenzo Abel. He's had a fine night on the defensive side. Had a near touchdown catch as well. 19-yard gain that was stopped at the goal line. Forney hands off to Taylor in motion, straight up the middle. Cut back to the outside at the 45-yard line. Passing the 50 to the opposing 45. Down to the 40. He's pushed out in between that space. And first down once again. Another big gain of 20 yards. Once again, depending on the spot. And they say he went out of bounds pretty quickly at the 45-yard line. Gain of about 15 for Damon Taylor. First and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Forney hands off to Raymond. Raymond pushing up the gut for about another 4 yards from the 45 to the 42-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 22 well-earned yards for Raymond on the ground today on 6 carries. Kenny Raymond, the senior line, and check that, I think he's actually a junior. He has 5'11" junior fullback. Crowd staying in it here at Red Devil opening weekend, both for volleyball and football. Second down and 7 at the 42-yard line, just beyond the 50. Forney hands off again, this time to, is that Rodriguez? No, he's not back into the game. That's number 10, Jordan Sheets, a 5'6" junior on the team. Sheets with his first carry. So they're getting some new guys in. Gain of 1 for Jordan. Third down and 6, under 7 minutes to play. 4 touchdown lead intact for Evanston. Loaded box as it has been all day, 9 on the line for Evanston. Handoff to Forney and route run, and Pablo Escalante blew it up. He was not able to make the tackle. Jagger Mitchell and Cody Smith, the men bringing him down, but Pablo disorientating Caden Forney for a loss of 3 yards. I'll make that loss about 7 yards with the gain and all of that included, so a loss of 7 for Caden Forney. And that puts him from 41 yards down to 34 on the day. Jeremiah Forney half limping back into the line, into the huddle. 4th down and 13 to go on the wrong side of the 50 with under 5 to play in the 4th quarter. And why not go for it? They will punt away. Damon Taylor, boots deep. No one was expecting a punt by Evanston. And a touchback, perhaps if it will roll just a bit farther. No. And did it stay back? It was down, but I think it may have gotten into the end zone. It may have been down at the line by Jordan Sheets, and perhaps a 1-yard touchdown, maybe a little bit better for Evanston. They will mark it at the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Maybe is it the 2? My eyes deceive me. It's the 2-yard line. Expect Tyus Cornea for a handoff here, and they do give it to Cornea. Punch it right up the middle. Minimal gain, but run the clock and avoid a safety is the goal for Evanston at the moment. Yard marker moved 2 yards forward. 165 yards on the day for Tyus. Ball out to the 5-yard line. They gave him 3 on the play. Hand off to Corney again. Breaks a tackle at the 5-yard line. Spins around at the 6. Brought down for 1 more yard. 3rd down and 5 upcoming. 3rd down and 6 upcoming, rather. Four and a half minutes and ticking. The Red Devils taking their time in the huddle, and a timeout called. We will take one as well on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Forming a relationship with Trona Valley at an early age is a wise choice. We believe that learning money management skills at a young age can help set a better foundation for establishing good financial habits. Money management skills are important for financial success, whether saving or borrowing. Trona Valley offers youth loans to members under the age of 18. Our loan options are perfect for kids. They can learn the basics of borrowing, which includes interest, terms, and payments. If there are any questions along the way, we can help. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
You can always trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. We can repair all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation systems with ease. Sewer cleaning and septic tanks installation and servicing. We do it. Call Landmark Plumbing and Heating and ask about the on-demand water heater. You can always trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. 307-789-8793. Find us in Evanston. Landmark Plumbing and Heating.
4:15 left, 3rd down and 6 for Evanston inside their own 6-yard line. Seth Lloyd takes the snap at shotgun, hands off to Cornea, right up the middle. 1st down, maybe more. Big cut out to the 30-yard line, 35, 40, near sideline. Trying to beat one man and brought down out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The last hope was Cody Newbrow for Rawlins. And it is a 1st down and a whole heck of a lot more. Out past midfield, ball marked down at the 42, and that's across the 50. So 6 and 50, that's 44 yards plus 8 more, and we have a new season high for Tyus Cornea. Is that 52-yard gain? Is that right? 44, then down to the 42. Yeah, 54-yard gain on the run, 3rd down and 6. Pushes him over 200 yards on the day. 1st and 10, handoff to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez will be stuffed at the line, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Tyus the rest of the day, but he certainly needs a breather after that 54-yard pickup. 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 runs of 45 yards or longer. And Cornea looks like he's limping just a little bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's just exhausted, limping out of exhaustion right now. Get some water and maybe just keep that helmet off the rest of the day. 35-7 on the impact physical therapy board. 2nd down and 10 on the no gain by Rodriguez. He's the deep back again. Handoff faked to him. Instead it goes to the fullback. That's number 27, Jose Echeverria. And Echeverria with a good 2nd down gain of 7 yards. Down from the 42-yard line to the 35. 3rd down and 3. One and 0 sounds pretty nice if you're Evanston. They started 1-0 last year, though, and finished the season 4-4 and on the outside looking in of the playoff picture, 5th out of 6th in the Western Conference, behind only Jackson. Handoff to Echeverria at the 35-yard line. He's pushed forward to the 21, a gain of, the 26, a gain of 9 on the play for Echeverria. .233 left. Clock stopped to move the chains, and Evanston at this point is saying keep it running. Echevarria and Rodriguez, the two men back. A couple of new receivers as well. Carter Bybee on the near side. I'll catch that far side in just a moment. I think that might be Casey Perriman. Hand off to Rodriguez, up the gut. First down yardage close to at the 20-yard line. Ball marked at the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Five yards on 2 carries for Angel Rodriguez. 2 minutes. 35-7 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Rawlins came back to win 23-20 last year on a pair of touchdowns late, but that will not be the case this year. Spin around by Rodriguez, cut up in the backfield. No gain there, and a loss to add on to it. Back 2 yards. 3rd down and 7. One and a half minutes, so 2 more plays needed. About that to end the game. Right about that, and a first down here would absolutely end that contest. Three receivers for the Devils. Echevarria split out as a receiver. Hand off to Rodriguez. Spins around, towing the sideline, trying to get down to that first down yard marker. He'll be shy of it. Gets back to close to where he was initially at the 20-yard line, but that's about it. And he stayed just in bounds to continue the clock moving. Down around 40 seconds, but not quite to that magical 40 spot yet. 3rd down, and it becomes 4th down and 6. 38 seconds left. Seth Lloyd coming back out. Evanston will go for it and perhaps even down the ball. We'll see what they opt for. A first down here, and they can just walk off the field winners. I formation to the fullback and stopped at the line. Turnover on downs for Evanston's, but they will not be too concerned as they will walk away victorious. Tonight, Echevarria with the no gain. Coach Mike Fackrell's birthday, getting wished that from the announcer. 5 seconds left, 35-7. Evanston 1-0 with 5 more ticks. Rawlins 0-1. First results in from the new double wing formation experiment by Coach McSpadden. Well, they need a little bit more work on it. Coming away from a spread option last year. Moving things closer this year. Handoff to the left side. Clock ticking away. And that's it. 3 zeros all the way around to end the game. 2-yard gain picked up by Cody Newbrow. And Evanston wins 35-7, the final on the Impact Physical Therapy board on this Friday night. On this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
The first school in Evanston opened in 1870 with 8 students. Since the very beginning, excellence in education has been the goal. Dedicated teachers and staff, board members, and community members have focused on student learning. The Uintah County School District No. 1 has graduated many young men and women who have gone on to be successful, productive citizens, parents, and leaders around the world. Our heritage continues today. Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
When you look good, it helps you to feel good. When you look good, it changes the way others see you and the way you feel about you. To help you look your best, Joe's Modern Cleaners in Evanston offers dry cleaning services. Shirts and slacks and dresses last longer when they are dry cleaned. The colors stay vibrant longer. You will feel your best when you know you look your best. And you will look your best when you have the professionals at Joe's Modern Cleaners dry clean your apparel. Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
The steel fabrication shop at Ellingford Brothers is available for large and small projects alike. We work with individuals. The public is always welcome. And contractors. We design and build one-of-a-kind projects, plus we fabricate loose parts and heavy equipment. And customize Ford and Dodge pickup truck front bumpers, plus equipment, including hitches, trailers, and more. Serving customers since 1936, Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. Call today, 307-789-1515. If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
We have a volleyball tournament still in progress, I believe, and I need to get set up for that tomorrow morning starting at 8 a.m. So this is going to be a very, very short post-game show here from K. Fackrell Stadium. But the Red Devils win it 35-7, the final on the Impact Physical Therapy Board. Let's give you your Red Devil recap right now. August 31st, 7 p.m., that's where the place to be was. K. Fackrell Stadium, Evanston versus Rawlins. Opening week in 3A football, and after a 4-4 season, a lot of questions about the Red Devils. Would this senior class of skill position players and linemen be able to come together and perform a little bit more in the clutch and get those games that kind of got away and make it into the playoffs and maybe even a playoff run for the first time in several years? Well, early return is pretty good. 35-7, the win. Evanston defeats Rawlins on the back of 221 yards and a pair of touchdowns by Tyus Cornea. He had touchdown runs of 46 yards and 54 yards. And Pablo Escalante added one as well, a 20-yard score. Seth Lloyd, a pair of touchdowns, one to Angel Rodriguez and one to Cody Smith of 23 yards. Angel Rodriguez, your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Player of the Game and winner of the 2 free tickets to Aspen Cinemas, courtesy of Dr. McKay Franklin. Pick them up at 170 Arrowhead Drive if you are Angel Rodriguez. And that is how Evanston goes 1-0 on the season and will take on, or will go on to play next week on the road. That is your Red Devil recap. Evanston. Run you through the stats again. 221 yards, a pair of touchdowns by Tyus Cornea. 74 yards for Seth Lloyd on through the air. 3 interceptions, something to work on, but 2 touchdowns. Cody Smith with one of those touchdowns. Angel Rodriguez, 2 catches, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Jose Echeverria, 13 yards. Angel Rodriguez, 5 yards on the ground. And Pablo Escalante, 35 yards through 4 carries. Okay, so 8 a.m. tomorrow, we will be back at Red Devil Gymnasium for the first of 3 volleyball matches. Let's run you through the scores around 4A before we say so long. Again, a short post-game show today just because we need to tear down and get set up before the gym across the way from us is closed down and forces us to do it tomorrow. Nothing final from Cody, but it's getting that way. 38-0, Cody leading Riverton in the third quarter. 35-7, Star Valley over Blackfoot in the fourth quarter. Green River over Lander in the fourth quarter, 24-14. Warland defeated Powell 14-7, and Jackson beats Montpelier, Idaho, Bear Lake High School, 41-13, and that's a 14-game losing streak ended for the Jackson Broncs. That will do it for us here today. We'll again come back at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Volleyball action starting against Utah Military Academy, first of 3 contests. Until then, I'm Jake Hibbard. Thanks for listening, and tune in for all of your Red Devil action at KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Red Devil Football. This has been a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. Check out mylocalradio.com for more live and archived games from Evanston and the surrounding area. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.
Joke on the outro there. We are back here. We got three seniors.
I'll introduce them.
Pat Fackrell, introduce the seniors we got here.
Well, I got Ethan Moyer, Brendan Thompson, and Bridget Barker. I brought them up. I thought we did an exceptional job of running the ball tonight. It all starts with these guys. Tyus has big plays because of these guys.
Yeah.
And these three have worked exceptionally hard. Really proud of them. We threw some interceptions when we probably maybe could have put it away, but I appreciate the fact that these guys, that's what they wanted to do. We wanted to put it away, and so go ahead, Brendan.
Let me just start by saying you guys smell like you played extremely hard today in this confined press box.
Definitely smell gross.
So, again, 221 yards on the ground by Tyus Cornea, another 38 by Pablo. Tons and tons of running yards. And into this game, I said, we know we got the skill positions, but it's going to come down to the line. And today, you guys, how did you feel coming together for the first time?
Well, we took a big focus of this game was communication. If we talk, we can stop anybody. And so we just kept talking throughout the game, and we were able to pick up backers and get to our secondaries. And so it worked out well for us, and it helps having ties who can carry the ball well like that. And
Ethan, you're returning starter from a year ago. Early on in the year, what was your role for trying to solidify this offensive line?
I was just trying to get these guys as good as possible. That way we can get on the field and we can lift them up and just keep them driving towards the end zone.
All right, Bridger, headband on. How you feeling?
What up, Jay? I'm pretty good.
Man, working hard out there. Who was containing Ethan back on the sidelines on the defensive side? It looked like he was trying to make it 12 men on the field every time.
He won't stop. He's trying.
He's a try. He's got a big heart.
All right, guys, I got to go run over to the volleyball court and set up, but thanks for joining me post-game. And now we will end it. Bridger Barker, Brendan Thompson, Ethan Moore, Pat Fackrell, thanks so much, and congratulations. Again, 35-7, the winner. Let's close it out one more time.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Red Devil Football. This has been a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. Check out mylocalradio.com for more live and archived games from Evanston and the surrounding area. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.